We are live. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So, I figured to start off, we will do our introductions and beginning ratings. What I do is that we'll discuss, what we first rated it, and then at the very end, after we're done talking about it, we will do ending ratings and see if anyone's rating has changed after the discussion. So, I'll start us off. You are here on my channel, Amanda's Booktopia. So, thank you for being here. I hope everyone has read the book and loved it. My rating went. I think I went with like a 3.5. There were parts that I thought were really really slow, and other parts where things started picking up, and I'm like, okay, interesting. And I like the magic system, but like there's things that just. We'll talk more about it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of right now at a 3.5. All right, and then we'll go this way, and then we'll make our way around.
Out to me.
Yes.
Hi guys, I'm Clamp from Reads Readers. Um, Only because Karina's here. I hate to say it, Karina, but I gave this a 5-star. Obviously, um, I have a feeling this is going to be a brand new favorite series for me. I
Yeah.
I could see why people give it like a 3 or 3.5 type thing. But I ate this up and I didn't want to put it down. I was supposed to read something else while I was reading it, and I didn't even get to that till like a couple days later because I just devoured. So 5 stars.
Nice.
And then I guess we'll go down to Steph.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a reread for me. The first time through, I think I rated it 4 stars, and this time I think it's probably around 3.5, 4 for me again. I think it stayed about the same. I thought I was going to like it more towards the beginning because it's like, okay, this, and then the same things that bugged me the first time through bugged me this time through, and we can talk about that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really good, and I do have like hopes that the things I didn't enjoy in this one may not be prominent in the next ones, so I might enjoy them more. But yeah, I still enjoyed it. I read it, I think, during a readathon, so I kind of binged it.
Oh, nice.
So for me, I'm Jackie from the Reading Wordsmith. There's my little intro. I was like just about to start. Yeah. But for me, I think I'm falling somewhere in the range similar to like Steph and Amanda. Like I don't really know if it's like a 3.5, maybe a 4. 4 is a little bit like pushing it for me, just because there was one of the points of views. I'm sorry, this character was like grating on me every time I read her perspective. I was like, please, please. We'll go into it. I'm sorry. Like, just I'm very, very picky about my fantasy books. I want to clarify that. I did not like Addie LaRue the first time I read it. Like, I was just nitpicking the heck out of that book, which I think I'm enjoying it more now. But yeah, I did overall like it. I meshed well with this book, like much better. I like the magic system. I was intrigued, but it felt like it took time to figure out where we were even going with the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel that. Did you? What was your rating? I don't know if I heard that.
Oh,
3.54.
like 3.54, but I think more towards 3.5 right now.
Makes sense. Karina's here. Hi, Karina. So excited to hear everyone's thoughts. I'm still in the middle of my third read, but of course I'm loving it so much. I'm glad you're still loving it. Hey, Misty.
Welcome.
She finished this one late last night.
Hey.
She also gave it 3.5 stars. Yeah, so we seem to be pretty close around the same general rating.
And I'm just
Feels
the
like
outlier.
I hope Lila grows on you further in the series. I like Lila. Actually, since we're talking characters now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like jump.
What did you think of the characters? Any favorite or least favorites? And what do you think of the interactions between them?
Lila was my favorite actually because she gave me I have 2 other characters that are like my favorite book characters of all time, that being Manon from Throne of Glass and it's Saki.
Mhm.
if I could say that name right, from Sword of Kaigen.
Mm.
And I kind of feel like Lila Bard is going to be up there with them
Nice.
because I can see where her character's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And every time we went to hers, I was like, oh, I'm more intrigued because she's the one that's learning everything.
Right. It's like our access point into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And he wasn't telling us anything because he already knew everything. And then we had her pulling me in, and I was just like, ooh, she's getting to discover everything. This is fun. And I feel like she's good. And every time she came in to like help save him, I was like, okay, this is a badass. I like you. I like you. Where are we going with this? Is this going a romance route or are we not?
Right. That's fair. It was hard to tell.
I think my favorite character is actually a side character, and that was the owner of that bar that Lane in.
Oh,
I forget his
Oh,
name.
wait, are we in spoilers?
Yes, we're doing.
yeah,
spoilers.
we're live show
I'm just
spoilers
making sure.
all day.
Do you mean the one that gets killed?
Oh, my bad.
Yes.
I haven't gotten to comic yet, but I wanted to talk about him for a second because, like, despite her Lila not always being there and leaving a lot and coming back, like he didn't mind that he was like there for her regardless, and that kind of loyalty gets everywhere for me. Like I love that he was that way. Like he really was my favorite. I was sad about his demise in the end, but because I was like, no, don't do it.
I've learned this is a fantasy. Don't get attached to any character.
Especially not side characters.
Yes,
especially not side characters that like are good people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He kind of gave me. Oh God, how do I say this without spoiling? Has everybody read Throne of Glass?
I have.
I
I
have.
don't plan to. So
Well, it's not really a spoiler when it's in the prequel stuff. He kind of gave me Sam vibes.
Oh, I get it. Like the emotional one.
I can
The
see
emotional, and I was like, ooh, something's going to happen to him because he's there to help a character. Like, move on.
Yeah.
Right. Also, one other character that I really liked was the one Kel calls brother.
Right.
He's not really. They're not really biological.
Yeah. The prince.
Yeah, the prince. I really like the prince. He's funny.
The whole time I was like, how do I say? Is it Rye? Like every time I read his name, I was like, is it Rye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's right because I did audiobook for part of it too.
Okay.
I listened to it while I was reading, and then I kept pausing the audiobook because it was going too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I turned my audio up to like 3.5 speed when I'm reading along with it.
See, I tried.
Dang, that's fast.
I tried, and it was still going too slow with how much I was invested.
With 3.5?
When I was so invested in the
that.
book, I was like, oh, I was just eating it up. And I was like 4 paragraphs ahead of the audiobook. And I was like, you're irritating me. Go away.
That happens a lot when I do it with like YA in particular. Because YA is just, you don't even hardly need to read.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a slow reader. I read slower than the audiobook sometimes because it's not that I can't read fast. I read fast and then I'm like, what did I read? And then I reread the same paragraph like 13 times and then I'm a slow reader.
See, me, it depends on the book. This is one of those ones that it gripped me from that first chapter. And I was just like, nope, I'm flying through this. I was like, maybe I should like pace myself. Not finish it 2 weeks before the live show so I can remember every detail.
Oh my gosh, when did I finish? I finished it a while ago too. I think I finished it on like the 17th. So 2 weeks. Exactly.
I like just finished. And I was reading it throughout the month. I was reading like 13 million other things at the same time.
Yeah. It's just like split in.
What about you, Jackie? Did you talk about any characters that you like?
I really like Kel. I know that's like everybody likes Kel, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to, right?
Yeah. I really liked his character. It was really interesting. Like, yes, he felt a little bit like the insider who already knows the magic system and all of that. But I was like interested in this habit he had of like, I'm just gonna take this object, and that's, you know, Achilles' heel, you know, the rise comes before the fall, right? So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is, and the whole time that was happening, I was like, what? I know something is gonna happen. He's gonna take something. When? Like the first beginning part of the book, I was waiting for it, like poised at the edge of my seat, which is part of why I think I was so looking forward to, especially in the beginning parts, Cal's chapters, and then we got into Lila's perspective, and I was like, what is like. I know this is completely different, but I'm hooked on this storyline, and I want to keep working on this storyline.
Right.
She did grow on me a little bit throughout the book, and you saw that she had like a bit of a heart too, and I was like, okay, cool, like I can empathize with you some. But at the very beginning, I was like, what are you doing? Like you're really grating on me. And she's a character that might grow on me more as a series like progresses. I see the potential for that. I just think like the first book was a struggle. And then the Dane twins were.
Oh yeah, they were my least favorites.
I mean, I obviously did not like them as people, but I liked them as characters, them as villains.
They're good villains.
They were just like,
they make you want to hate them.
They were just like, flat out, like they did not have morals. They didn't have any kind of. I found them kind of to be fun villains, honestly.
Not to relate them to, this is the first thing that popped in my head with them while I was reading their characters, not to relate back to She Who Shall Never Be Named, but they kind of reminded me of Alecto and Amicus.
Yes. Oh, I see that.
I got
the way that they interacted with each other and how they interacted with others.
Except smarter.
Yes, just smarter.
Yeah.
Like where my brain went, and I went, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Yeah, no, I actually really love reading like kind of about them because I found them so fascinating. I think the more we learned about them, the more interesting they got. I would have loved to get like, honestly, I think it would be so cool. And I don't know where the series goes. We might get more backstory on them. Like if she did a villain origin story for them, like I would read that because I feel like it would be really interesting because it sounds like they started out young, right? Like they're trip down this like sadistic path like started quite young for them, and so I'm just like
I mean, aren't they still pretty young in A Darker Shade? Like,
yeah, they're not old. I don't know
young.
how old they are. I don't think it says their age, but they didn't come to power that long ago, and they had the stone that gave them a lot of power for a while, so I'm assuming they used it kind of about as soon as they were adults-ish, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I was getting the sense that they were like youngish.
Yeah, like early 20s maybe.
I'm curious if the graphic novels talk about them. Because there's like a graphic novel series that's like a prequel.
See, that would be cool.
To it. Because
but I want to follow them. I want them to be my characters, like in their brains.
Because if
that would be interesting.
That would be.
I think I would like that more than what we got.
Exactly. It's like I want that. I don't know if Ishab would do
so
that.
Like throw in like Fairest was to Lunar Chronicles.
Yeah.
By Marissa Meyer. I was like, what is it called?
Oh,
like
speaking of Lunar Chronicles, I found out that
exactly. Like, give us some of that. Because honestly, how did they beat like Hollis, right? Like, how did they trick him? Like, they've got him locked in tight. And I'm assuming that was not easy because he also seems to not have many morals and would have no problem just like
speaking of villains, does anyone think the Grey Prince is very sus?
Yes.
Absolutely. I thought he was going to be the bad guy.
George's son?
Yeah. I thought he was going to be the bad guy.
I thought so too.
At some point, so I'm like, I'm curious.
I'm guessing he'll come back in.
So I'm curious because
one of the future ones.
I already want to punch him.
Almost be the only reason for Grey London to have any kind of significance at this point because everyone else is kind of done. I guess part of the black stay there though? Like, is that still there? Are they going to have to go and deal with that?
I don't remember
because that's the part that I thought was kind of unresolved, which makes me even more excited for the next.
Right. So are they going to have to hop back to Grey to kind of fix this mess with leaving some of the black there?
Because didn't the sword go into that one guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he's like kind of, I feel like it's moving through people, right?
Watch it end up in the prince.
Oh, yeah.
That could be
Or
a
the
really
king. What
Or
if
the
it took
king.
over the king? Because technically he's still the king. And if the sword took over and gave him like back his like mental functioning abilities, he could take over again.
That would be interesting.
And he
I
might
was,
be easier to get to because no one cares about him that much anymore.
yeah, I was really interested because I was like, you're giving sus character, and I think it's supposed to be like modeled off of like King George III, and then his son who was like regent like in England at that time because he was like also losing his mind. So it's like modeled after that, and like
Oh,
in
yeah.
real history, I was like, the prince was sus. So I was like already clocking this, and I'm like, you are giving me suspicious.
Like, are you taking a real sus person and then making them sus in our fantasy book too?
Yeah, well, that's what I was like.
I love
good
that.
job. I
Well,
see you.
I kept waiting for him to be somehow tied with the white, the brother and sister. I was like, somehow, some way, Hollis is going to get over to him. He's going to end up in White London, and he's going to be like the one to like come out of nowhere and like stab Kel or something. I was
No, that
waiting
would've been
for
funny.
something to like
I
appear
feel like-
behind him.
Yeah, it's something that's like he's biding his time, right? Because he doesn't have a lot of power. Like there's
He has,
no power. So
No power against the other two, right? Yeah.
right. So he's like, why? He's biding his time. I think that's my theory.
Obviously, Grey London has magic. If Lila was in Grey London,
Yes.
because
so it has it, but you can't really use it the same there, is what it sounds like to me. Like it just doesn't have the same level of power, and the people aren't born with it as often. But clearly, Lila's and Antari.
yeah.
And so she was born, but like, what do we know enough about her background to know, was she 100% born in Grey London? Do we know?
You don't know. Nobody
We
knows.
don't. She doesn't even know.
So maybe she was, or maybe she was somehow like smuggled over so that the white people didn't take her too. Like maybe she was born in white and her parents are like, F this, like I'm getting her out of here. Or maybe she was born in red and they somehow smuggled her across. Like we don't know enough.
Which would make
Or maybe
sense
she's from
on why-
Black London.
Yeah.
Which would make sense on why they took her eye.
So no one would
To
know.
hide her.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I was thinking during the whole book, I think she's from Black London.
The thing is, though, like if she was from Grey London, it would make sense in that time that they would take her eye, even if they didn't know what it meant, because she looked demonic, right? Like they would think that this was somehow like religious, right? They're like, oh, this shows like some sort of maybe like demonic something. So like took it so that people weren't like, wow, your child clearly is evil. She has a black eye, right?
Burn her at the stake.
Right, exactly. So like it could have also just been they were doing it so people didn't see that she had this very creepy looking black eye.
Right.
So
And I mean, it might just be. Oh, sorry.
Misty off to the side says that Astrid and Athos were described to be in their mid-30s.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I guess I thought they were younger.
It's hard to tell because they don't have.
Yeah.
God, so they were my age? I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, let's go back through the comments real quick because I know we have a lot to talk about. Karina says, I think this is a series that gets better as it goes.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for, because I do like this first and I like the setup, like the world, very cool. So
yeah, because I think Karina said she's already read the whole series already. I think she's just rereading it with us.
She's like,
yeah, because she hasn't read the spinoff. So she's rereading it with us to read the spinoff.
Okay.
And Missy said she wasn't a big fan of Lila either.
I do want to talk about my issues with that once we get into.
Yeah. Karina said she might be biased. Missy says Kel is her favorite. She just loves him so much.
See, I love Kel. Nothing against Kel. Just something about Lila pulls me more.
I love that. I
I'm
love when
intrigued.
people like find their characters that they're like, yes, this is my character. Like I will ride or die for you.
Right? Yeah, she's a go-getter for sure. Missy, you saying Kel is your fave makes me happy. I know Karina loves Kel too. The bar owner was amazing. All the feels.
Really
absolutely.
That was the first time I think I'm bald.
Yeah, I think I teared up a little. And it's really hard for me to cry at books. Like, it's really, really hard to get me to shed a tear most of the time.
I cry at books so much easier than pretty much anything else.
Oh, I cry at everything.
I cry at books more than like movie. My
I am
husband
not
will
much
be
of
like
a
crying
crier.
during a movie. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. But a book, and I'm like, we killed the dog.
I mean, there's a few books this month that I've read that actually, like, for the first, like, it was one book in particular that had me sobbing at the end, and I don't cry like that.
What book was it?
A Vow and Vengeance by Jacqueline Rodriguez.
Okay.
I highly recommend. If you like Arcana Academy by Elise Kova, I definitely recommend, because it's very much Academy based and also has tarot magic. And I was crying buckets at the end of that book. Ray had to ask me what was wrong.
Oh my gosh. I cry so much in Robin Hobb books. I swear. She is so good at just like ripping your heart right out.
Yeah. And I will talk more about that book when I do my January quickfire wrap up, because I read way too much in January.
No such thing.
See, Amanda says she cried buckets at the end of that. That makes me scared to read it, because I'm wondering
You
how
cry
hard
anyway.
I will cry.
You'll be crying
Because
even harder than I did, probably.
she was like, oh, I teared up at that scene, and I'm over here, my shirt is soaked. And I'm like, oh Lord, if she bawled that hard, oh God.
Oh my gosh, I cried during
I've
the Lord of
cried
the
at,
Rings.
Clint, you
weekend.
also cried at.
Oh,
So
man.
I'll be talking more about that in my January wrap up. But in the meantime, let's get through these comments.
Oh,
I feel like I'm hit or miss with crying. Like sometimes I cry a lot and like it's like buckets, and sometimes I'm like I go emotionally numb and I'm like I don't even like know what I just read. Like I'm not. And when I go emotionally numb, that's how you know it really hit me even harder than, because if I'm crying, I'm still feeling things. If I'm emotionally numb, I need to like process this.
I need like 5 to 10
2 to 3 business days.
Karina says, what a feat for an author to have you care so much about a side character, right? Like sometimes there are books where I prefer the side characters to the main characters.
Actually, that happens to me quite often.
Especially when it comes to Crescent City. It's the whole the
Crescent.
side characters, in my opinion, are way better.
I feel, side note, Crescent City, the main character at the very beginning, which should have been the main character of the story, should have been Danica. Just saying.
Ooh, I like that.
Kill the other one.
I would like to see a prequel.
I feel like the other one should have. What happened to Danica should have happened to the other one.
That actually sounds much more interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
It does for me too, actually. Well, that's a whole other conversation.
Sorry,
Tangent.
You
I just
invited
had
us.
to throw in, it reminded me of that. Hey Morgan, just finished the book Monday and it was 4 stars.
Yay.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you liked it. The Danes were the best villain characters.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
They're so interesting. I want a prequel for them. I really do.
Right. You love to hate them. Absolutely. I love Kel's character so much. My pup was named after him. He's a red healer, obviously.
He's the red.
Yeah.
I like it.
It takes a lot for a book to make me cry, but movies and shows I will cry so easily. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't take much to make me cry. It's the cancer.
It's
Or zodiac cancer.
I got that, yeah.
Sorry, I just realized how that sounded.
Yeah, for a second I was like, and then I was like, wait, he's a Cancer, like horoscope sign.
Horoscope. We're the crybabies.
Yeah, because Clint actually is a Cancer.
I'm a Pisces, so we're notorious for crying, but then in my other like big sign is Aquarius, which doesn't have emotion, so it's like those things are warring with each other.
But see, my ex-husband's also a Cancer, and he doesn't cry at anything. So it's like we're both the polar opposite sides of being a Cancer.
That's that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ray and I are both Geminis, but we both like are very similar. We're not even opposites. I mean, in some ways we are opposites, but for the most part, we're very, very similar. I need to read Robin Hobb. I want to private characters I love.
I
know
to try
Steph
Robin.
loves that series.
I love Robin Hobb. honestly, her character work is so good.
Well, Clint might be going into his epic fantasy era potentially. So
It's
I mean,
slow. Robin
I
Hood is slow. Just warning everyone. Like,
did buy Eye of the World, or the first 3 books in that series. So.
I don't know if I cried in Eye of the World. Well, maybe. I did love it though.
Well,
It's really fun. Go into it with kind of just like enjoy the journey, and then it'll start kind of getting more into his world. But the first one feels like it has a lot of inspiration from Lord of the Rings.
Right. Like if you want epic fantasy recommendations, Steph is your gal.
I got you.
She has a lot of.
I can do that all day. So
I'm like, I need more Sword of Kaigen world type stuff. So I'm like, I might need to get into some more epic fantasies this year.
Yeah.
We're slowly like, because I'm testing the waters of fantasy again. Really struggling last year. So I'm like slowly like, let's try some urban cozy fantasies first and he and have a good time. And then we'll reconsider like some of the higher ones.
I'm like, you said urban, I'm there. Especially if paranormal, especially if shapeshifters are involved.
Ooh.
I mean, gay werewolves are behind me, so.
Like, trust me.
Green Creek.
I've actually never even heard of it.
You
By
never
TJ
heard of
Klune?
Green Creek?
The
The
what?
Green Creek series by TJ Klune. Book 1 is Wolf Song.
Oh, Wolf Song. I have heard of it. Just
I was like, wait, hold on. Let me break it down. Wolf Song.
then I just didn't know the name of the
I'm
actual
like-
series.
3 sets are here. 4th set is there.
Yeah. That's me with
Multiple other copies.
Clint
with Brandon Sanderson.
gifted
books.
me
I have,
Wolf
like,
Song, and I still haven't really read it all the way through yet.
I
It's
will be
fine.
reading more TJ Klune. I read House of the Cerulean Sea as like my intro and loved it so much.
It is.
TJ Klune shelf.
I mean, it's Clint's favorite author, basically.
Yeah, my best friend in real life, she's like, I have been reading through TJ Klune stuff like the last couple of years, and I am obsessed. That was like the final push I needed, and she was like, read The House in the Cerulean Sea. I think you will love that one. I think that will get you into. And I was like, okay, and then I did, and I was like, okay.
Just kidding.
I think I prefer Under the Whispering. I prefer Under the Whispering Tree a little bit more, but
Oh, the Under the Whispering Door.
Oh, I love Under the Whispering Door.
Under the Whispering Door. I was
I
like,
think that's
Tree
what I
is not
did.
right.
That's the one book from TJ Klune that I absolutely loved.
I bawled.
That's the
so
tea shop
hard.
one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
Aw.
this particular scene in there that I just think back to my sister.
Aw.
So like I sobbed hard.
Yeah, and we like
I
have
mean-
that emotional connection to it. I think that
Even Ray cried a little bit from Under the Whispering Door. Like, actually, I think Ray and we have a video on my channel, the two of us talking about that book. So
are we a little off?
I think
Yes.
there might be
Back to
spoilers
V.E.
here.
Schwab.
I was just realizing it's been
Yeah.
probably like 10 minutes since we've talked about her.
Back to V.E. Schwab in comments.
This is what Clint and I do. We seem to. I mean,
No,
we're
I
into
love it.
other
I just was like,
things.
wait a second.
You
Wait
know?
a second.
I mean, someone
come
says
back.
TJ Klune. I could go for hours on end talking about TJ Klune.
I mean, if we have time at the end, we could talk about other things too.
Yeah. Question.
Karen says she always has tears at the ready.
What was that?
Sorry, Jackie.
Oh, I
what
was
were
just
you
gonna
saying?
say question for Steph. How did you feel like? Where would you scale this? This is kind of similar to what we were talking about, but with a darker shade of magic. How would you scale this on your ranking of like closer to urban fantasy, high fantasy? Like, where would you place this on your like scale? I'm just curious.
So I would honestly put it probably into portal fantasy, which
okay.
is kind of like it's almost like a hybrid of high fantasy and urban fantasy because you have our world, but then portal kind of like Narnia or those types of books, right? So you have the portal fantasy in there. So it's not like at the level of something like Wheel of Time or Realm of the Elderlings. Like those, you're going to have to be completely like, nothing is familiar essentially, right? Like you're completely in the unfamiliar, learning the whole world, their economics, all these things. But I would put it above like the paranormal stuff, right? Because you do have these different worlds and their politics and how they're interacting, and they're completely different once you get into like, if you like in Red London, right? You don't even know how to function there because like magic is such a component. So yeah, I think that's probably where I'd put it into like the portal fantasy. So like in between them.
Yeah, because I was like, this isn't feeling like hard to read at all, but it's not like high fantasy. And I was like, it's not really urban fantasy, so I didn't really know where to sort of place it. And I was trying to figure that out since the topic came up.
Yeah, no, I love it. Yeah, I'd put it into the portal.
Would you say basically we have cozy fantasies, then we have the urban, then kind of portal, then goes into the high fantasy? I know we have a few of the other ones that scatter in between, but
for sure. I actually think cozy fantasy can sometimes be above the paranormal urbans, just because sometimes these cozy fantasies are set in like completely different worlds and they're actually a little bit complicated. Not in a lot of them though. But I think that the paranormal and cozy are probably like around the same point on like their difficulty of the fantasy-ness of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of like the vibes you want, right? Like you're like, I want easy and cozy, or I want easy and has like some werewolf smut in there, you know, whatever you're going
with. Yeah, I figured out cozy fantasy is not for me. I need the high stakes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read some cozy fantasies that have high stakes, but it's still.
I mean, for example, I DNF the spell shop.
Yeah.
To me, Legends of Latte has higher stakes at one point.
I gave Legends of Lattes 3 stars, I think.
I did like Legends of Lattes a lot. I think I liked the second one better, if I remember right.
I think I like the second one better too.
The story was just really good.
I like the. What creature is she?
An orc?
No, the bookshop owner.
Oh.
The rat? Is it? I don't know. My book's over there and I don't want to grab it. Back on topic.
We'll get back to these.
Okay, yeah, let's bust these out. We got it.
Yeah, the zodiac sign clarification. I don't think I'm a crybaby. It's another Cancer. The one with the Elderlings is top notch, so good. I attempted the first one, was not for me.
It's really slow. It is.
I will try it eventually. I'm planning on doing different. Try epic fantasy, dip my toes in.
All right. Morgan said she did not cry in the first Wheel of Time, but the last book she was sobbing.
I'm excited to get to the end.
The Sword of Kage is my all-time favorite book. It is so good.
It is not.
I liked it, but I didn't love it. I was kind of in the middle on that one.
I need to read it.
I want many more in that world.
I mean, if you want to see our spoiler thoughts on it, we did a live show on my channel, The Sword of Kaigen, last year with Josh from Bookish and Bearded. So he, it was a fun discussion. We had a lot of thoughts.
I was the only one that gave it like the super highest of highest ratings.
I love it. It is so good. And honestly, if you're going into epic fantasy, I actually don't think that's a bad place to start because you don't really need to understand any of the outside stuff as much to appreciate the story. So,
and that was the one that we were scared of last year that we had put on our thing. We had heard so much good things and we both were like, we really want to try it. But neither one of us really reads epic. So that was the one that we were the scared of the most on our list. And that ended up being
as
my top
bad as I thought.
Was it top 5? Yes, it was my number 4 book of last year.
Yeah, it is so good. I loved it. Especially if there's like an older character, like an older mother character that's really prominent, which I think a lot of people really appreciate because you don't get those types of characters as often.
She was my favorite character, actually.
She's really good.
Yes, read Green Creek. Everybody loves Green Creek around here. I'm the only one that hasn't actually even finished the first book yet.
Did you read Green Creek Half Issues? Because that series is a roller coaster of emotions. I
mean, Ray, he devoured that series. When Clint told him to start it, he started it and he went full out, went through the whole series in less than a week.
Oh wow.
Love it.
I think my indie editions still have teardrops on certain pages. I have read this series 5 or 6 times. When I need to cry, I pull them out.
Yeah, and Karina says, "What a perfect intro to TJ Klune, Jackie. The Cerulean Sea."
Yes, Ratkin.
Yeah, I know. I just saw that too.
Yes, Olo loves Cerulean Sea. Yeah, Ratkin.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Miss TD, not the Sword of Kaigen.
As we're gushing about it, I loved it. I'm so sorry you didn't.
It's not for everybody.
It's not, and that's how books go.
Yeah. I haven't read Sword of Kage, but love Blood Over
Ooh,
Brighthaven.
I also love Blood Over
I
Brighthaven.
DNF Blood Over Brighthaven.
Still need to read Blood Over Brighthaven.
That one is more complicated than Sword of Kage, but still not bad, I think.
It's on a long list of books to get to try.
Okay, we do have some more questions. So we'll get into those. What did you think of the pacing of the story?
I loved it. I know it was slow at times, but I think every time the slowness happened was for a reason. Because you needed the slow to amp up the things that were about to go down.
Yeah. I really liked it. I think it was honestly really good, really well paced. But I do read a lot of fantasy, and so I feel like sometimes the slow parts in fantasy feel more boring to people who don't read a lot of fantasy. So I could understand if some people didn't like that.
I read more like romantasy or fantasy with romantic subplot, and I thought there were times that it felt pretty slow. Like we're getting a lot more description than we were like actual things happening.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was Misty's review that I read on Goodreads that said like, where I saw her review where she's like, things are happening. Like she said something along the lines of, not much is happening while a bunch of stuff is happening in a way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that made a lot of sense to me. I'm like, yes, that's kind of how I felt.
I kind of felt that way, but I think I actually really enjoyed the slower sections. Maybe I've built up a tolerance, not from reading fantasy, but from reading like
classics,
long-winded classics, historical fiction. Like, let's use 20 words instead of 3. So I think I've built up a little bit more of a tolerance for that over time. And I was really like interested, like the descriptions. It took me a while to read the book, not because I wasn't enjoying, like I was liking it. I mean, I gave it like 3.5 stars. I was having a good time with it, except Lila irritated me at some parts. But except for that and like a few other like things that I was like really nitpicking, I think. I was having a good time with it, but like the descriptions, I just wanted to read them again. And I was like, wait, I didn't quite catch that. And I want to like have like the movie playing. Like I really wanted that level of investment all the way through, which is why I think it took me a while to like actually all the way finish it. But yeah, I really liked it.
Did you answer it, Clint?
Yeah, I was the first one that answered. That I thought the slow pacing made sense to go up to the action.
I think it was just a case of just around time. I give it another try at some point. Maybe.
See, I'm a character driven. Like I like, especially in fantasy books and stuff, I like to be more with the character instead of action. So to me, slow pacing is fine. Like, I mean, with like Akatar and stuff, she could write grocery lists with these characters and I would read it. Because it's if I love a character enough, I don't care if there's any major things happening. I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, then you might love The Realm of the Elderlings because you often do get just grocery list type. I love it, obviously.
But I also read a lot of like mystery and thrillers as well, and a lot of times they have slowness in them because the slowness is part of the mystery and connecting things together, and you have to find the clues and stuff. And that's kind of what I was doing with this book.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm more of a plot-driven reader, unless for some reason I really love the characters and I don't mind the character-driven ones. It really depends on how I feel about the characters. But for the most part, I'm really plot-driven. Yeah. But it's interesting how we're both like so like Clint and yet different. Yes. I love that.
Which is why I've DNF things that you loved last year.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. Lori says she's only read Wolfsong. Need to do a reread and continue on the series. I hope you enjoy. I also love Blood Over Brighthaven. Yay. Glad you loved it. I said I was intrigued and wanted to keep reading, but while I was reading, I couldn't help but feel like not a whole lot was happening, despite things actually happening. I was kind of bored. Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. That's what you said in your review. That's exactly how I felt.
See, what's funny is I love that in this, but if we go to my other book club's book, it did the similar thing of not a lot is happening, but a lot is happening. And
Yeah.
it irritated me, so I DNF'd my other book club book. So it's like,
Depends on how the author does it.
I think for me, it's a lot to do with writing style. Like if it's slower and I'm not connected with the writing style, like forget about it. I'm not gonna have a good time. If I'm invested in the characters and or the writing style, like it could be very flowery and descriptive, and I might really enjoy that. Or the author is just doing it in a way that doesn't work for me, and I'm like not as invested in the characters, and I'm like,
yeah, that's kind of like The Night Circus, right? Where
mm-hmm.
if someone asked me the plot of that, like the plot is actually this long, but if you it's a 5-star book for me and like I am in love with it and it's the writing style, right? So yeah, I think that's how they do it.
Right. And Missy says she's still reading that one, Clint.
oh, I told her to DNF it. Like it's not worth it. Just DNF.
Oh my gosh.
We'll go with this one. Did you find the author's writing style easy to read or hard to read? How long did it take you to get into the book?
Oh, easy. It's V.
I
Schwab.
thought it was easy. Super
Pretty
easy.
easy. I've had much harder time with other books. This was like very easy for a fantasy, actually.
Didn't I read like 80 or 90 pages that first sprint?
I think so.
Yeah, you zoomed through that book.
Like, I was just over here like, shut up, audiobook.
You were faster than I was, and usually I'm faster than you.
That like hardly ever happens that way. It's like this is one of the first books where I was like, okay.
And I read V.E. Schwab's some of her other stuff. Like I loved Gallant. I liked Daddy LaRue.
And Bury Our Bones.
I did like Bury Our Bones. What else did I read from her?
I think that's all you've read from her so far.
Have I? Yeah, but Gallant was my favorite of hers. So I knew I've already liked her. I've liked her other books, so I knew the writing style wouldn't be too hard for me. So like, but for this particular book, it took me a little bit longer to get into it. Not because of the writing, but because it just felt slow to start. It took me like maybe the first quarter of the book before I was like, okay, I'm interested. You know, like it took me a little bit, but eventually I got there. I was a little bit more invested. Maybe got to some of the like more action-y scenes in the middle.
I really liked it. I feel like it was easy to get into because for me, when I'm starting a book, oftentimes it's the writing style and vibes where I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna like this, versus like a hook of a plot. Like that can work for me too, but often it's like, is this vibe something that I'm liking? And then it'll in.
Yeah, I think part of it might have been because she was doing the world building. And
she had to build multiple worlds too.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's why it took me a little bit longer, because the world building took a little bit longer to get there for me, I think. Yeah. But not that I didn't think it was bad. It just was like, took a little bit. Yeah, eventually.
I think I got into this book actually faster than, or more into it than Addie LaRue. Like Addie LaRue, I was like, okay, like cool. Like nobody remembers you. Like we got to the point of the story like a lot faster in Addie LaRue, and the problem was I don't like to predict where things are going. Like I like to be surprised. And with Addie, I was like, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen, and then it all like kind of played out, and it fit that. And I'm like, there were no surprises for me.
I will say Addie took me a little bit more to get into, even though I gave Addie a 5-star too, and I love Addie, but I think Addie's thing for me was more the historical. Right. It actually felt like a historical fiction. This one, yes, is supposed to be set kind of historically, but it doesn't feel like a historical fiction.
Yeah, I feel like the historical parts of it are not like, you don't really have to know like your history. You don't really have to like be submerged in the period to like understand it. You only get like some deeper, like the stuff with Grey London specifically. I feel like knowing your history there, that's where I was like, oh, this reminds me of this thing from history that I know of, that I'm like, I wonder, and it's like a fun little nod, which is why I brought it up, but I don't think you need it to really get the story.
I don't think you need any historical knowledge at all, actually. Yeah.
I know Steph's not really a big historical fiction reader.
I'm not. I do enjoy historical fantasy, but I'm not a huge.
Yeah, I love historical fantasy. It's one of my favorite genres as well.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of a historical fantasy, I wanted to recommend to you, Steph, the Book of Lost Hours. Really Del Fuso, I think the author's name.
Yes.
I think you would really enjoy that one, Steph.
I like that.
I mean, if you want a really good series that has historical elements to it, Discovery of Witches.
I own that entire series.
It's still one of my all-time favorite series. Book 2 completely is taken in it is a historical fiction with magic.
My problem with I watched like part of the TV show already. And so I'm like, and I feel like I had to stop watching the TV show because it just got to the point where I was like, this is really dumb. But my friend
book
said
is different. Okay. Books are better. Books are different.
Yeah, because she did say that. She's like, read the books because that's her favorite series.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I think you would like the Book of Lost Hours stuff. Actually, I think Jackie would
my list.
I have it on my shelf, actually, waiting for me.
I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, and I
was like, oh my god, I need to get to it.
It was very intriguing.
Mm-hmm. It's on.
It's like World War II mixed with like time traveling. And yeah, it's fascinating.
Yeah, Portal fantasy, I think.
Yeah, it's very similar to Portal fantasy, but it has historical elements.
Mm-hmm. I was just about to add it to a list, but you said World War II. Never mind.
It starts off in World War II, but it doesn't stay there.
Yeah.
It doesn't. We're not constantly going back to World War II, Clint. So you might actually like it because it goes past that. It doesn't stay in that time. But
yeah, I think she's like bouncing around.
I mean, I even got Ray to read it, and he liked it too. Morgan said I didn't think I was paying attention for a lot of the audiobook, but do seem to remember the whole story somehow.
It happens to me all the time.
I feel like sometimes you do, and you think you understood well until you get into like the second book, and then things start popping up. I find this happens sometimes with fantasies. Is like you're like, oh, I didn't like I paid half attention, and then you get into the second one, and you're like, was that important? I don't even remember that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Yep.
Korean says easy thanks to short chapters with the writing style. But also the writing style wasn't complicated or too wordy. Yeah, that's what I also like about V.E. Schwab's writing, that it's not too wordy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel flowery or too lyrical.
No, it's very smooth.
But it does feel like to me, it feels poetic because she writes such beautiful characters, but the writing itself isn't flowery or isn't Laini Taylor.
Yeah.
Example.
I tried Laini Taylor. She was not for me.
Oh, I love it. I love her so much. I like flowery, I've learned, because I love Laini Taylor. I love Erin Morgenstern. Like,
I don't mind Erin Morgenstern. I read The Night Circus and I did like it. I didn't think it was too flowery for me. At least
I liked one series by Laini and DNF the other.
Ooh, which one did you like? Which one didn't you like?
I liked the trilogy with the Portal Fantasy, and I DNF Strange the Dreamer.
I love Strange the Dreamer.
I also DNF Strange the Dreamer.
I just couldn't get into it.
I love it.
Yeah, I was letting everybody else spoil it for me because I'm like, I'm not gonna finish it.
I really like flowery writing, but also like sometimes it can really grate on me, but for the most part I like it. And I'm getting messages, so I'm like losing my train of thought. But
I know it's like, is this dinging coming from my computer?
No, it's mine. It's mine.
The only one I know it wasn't was me. I know it wasn't me.
No, I'm so sorry. Like I never get this many messages.
You're popular.
Like never.
No worries.
Popular.
It happens.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, but I like how I feel like so many authors have this misconception that I have to be super flowery to get that across to my readers, and so that they can like really feel like it's really eloquently written and oh my goodness, and yada yada yada, like that kind of thing going on. And I like how V.E. Schwab like is very beautifully written, and yet it's not super flowery. And like I feel like more authors and more aspiring writers and stuff like consider that it doesn't always have to be super flowery to get that same kind of effect or to make it feel like such a beautiful story overall.
Right.
We don't need a Laini Taylor. We don't need J.R. Tolkien type flowery type writings. Those are the first two that pop in my head.
Yeah.
Because I know Lord of the Rings,
your style, but you don't have to.
Right.
Don't feel like if you're writing a fantasy that you have to follow this exact set of rules, because there is no rules to writing.
Right. Like, Missy says it was really easy to read and I was immediately intrigued by the story. That's good. My favorite of hers is the Monsters of Verity duology. I still need to read that too. I haven't read that yet.
Who knows? We may end up reading all of her stuff this year. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll probably like if I do, I'll probably either get either an audio or like an ebook. Like Libby or something like that.
Not to that point where I may just own all of her books. Illumicrate has special editions of the Villain series right now, and I keep looking at it like, those are pretty.
I know.
Yeah, and the Villain series has a new book coming too. So
good idea.
And
the Schwab shelf with that DJ Clune one.
Yeah, Missy still needs to read Addie LaRue. I have read Addie LaRue, but be prepared. If you don't like open endings, I'm telling you right now, there is one. Because I did not know going into it that there was an open ending, and I was so upset because open endings tend to make me throw books across the room. So
I love an open ending.
I love open endings if they're done well.
It leaves the option for the author to be able to go back and write something else set in this world, which she kind of did with Bury Our Bones.
Yeah, that's true. But I love books. Like I really was. If it wasn't for that ending, though, I think I would have given it 5 stars because I really, really enjoyed the story overall. It was just that ending that threw me for a loop, and I did not. It was just.
I loved it.
Yeah, that type of ending is not for me. There was one of our best friends used to host like a thriller book club, and when she did the Ashley Flowers book, her first one, All Good People Here, that open ending made me so mad. I literally wanted to throw it across the room.
But
it bothered me that much.
But I feel like open endings like that one are made to make it where you throw them across the room. And that's the power of books, too. You either cry too hard, or I've had books where they've made me so angry, I have literally tossed them onto my bed and just sat there, and I'm like, okay, now let's pick it back up and finish.
Yeah, those are the types of books that I will not give 5 stars to if I read an open ending. Only because it's just not for me.
Yeah.
That's a completely different topic for another day.
Okay, Ellen Lila. Or Layla. Hold on.
Lila.
It is Lila. Okay.
You're right.
Sorry, I was also looking at drag queens earlier, and there's Lila McQueen. Whatever. Continue.
Laini Taylor's in a league of her own. Beautiful writing.
Beautiful
I enjoy both series of LT.
That's what I'll say about Laini Taylor.
Yeah.
Beautiful gowns.
And let's see. Any memorable scenes that stuck with you?
Well,
Aaron.
Yeah. That was so sad.
Or Kel tied up.
Yes.
In that one room with Lila Bard, where she had the stone.
Okay. Yes.
Love that scene.
I actually strongly dislike that scene, mostly because this is one of my main dislikes of the series, actually, is how both Lila and Kel actually are like, they're selfish for almost no reason, and it causes like injuries and deaths to other people because they just are selfish. And I actually hate that. It drives me nuts. I don't like characters who are like, well, I am going to do this just because I want to, knowing that, hey, this is probably dangerous, and they don't know enough of what they're doing to understand the danger of what they're doing, and then they cause other people to die because of it, and then they don't change what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, they just continue to have this kind of like reckless attitudes towards things, and I'm like, these are people, right? Like these are humans, and you're just acting like they're red shirts on Star Trek, right? Like, it's kind of, you know what I mean, right? Like, and so I don't know, like, that's kind of like how Kel is like, oh, I know I'm not supposed to bring objects, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. And I'm like, but you no, don't be doing this. And Lila, where he's like, don't use that, it's really dangerous, and she's like, I'm funny and quirky, I'm just gonna do it anyway, and she does, and now that dude is dead. He got stabbed with a sword, and the black is just off doing its thing because Lila's like, I don't have to listen to anyone. I'm like, girl, you're killing people.
Okay,
right?
I understand the irritation with Kel. To me, Lila being selfish is kind of because she's always been on her own.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
So she's kind of
enough, but like,
but even I was like, girl, don't do it.
Explanation for it isn't an excuse for it.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, girl, don't do it.
It's like common sense.
You don't do it, and you do it, and now people are just dying, and you're like, oh,
it's that moment.
I want an adventure, so I'm gonna also go do more dangerous things.
That was also part of why I wasn't too crazy about Lila.
Yeah,
that's the moment in the horror movie where the dumb blonde runs up the stairs and you're like, why are you doing this?
Yes. And I also don't like that dumb blonde character.
But I love it when we have stuff like that. So I'm like, I feel like she can grow from that.
Yeah, it was like the brash impulsiveness of her character. Like, yes, Kel had that odd tendency. I was like, that was the thing that grated on me most. I was like, you know, you're not supposed to be doing this. You know, Lila, maybe you can excuse it. She has no idea, right? Like, she has.
Right. But if someone tells me this is dangerous, and I'm just like, oh well, I have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to do it anyway.
But I feel like
that did bother me a little bit.
In her defense, you hand me something and you're like, ooh, magic is real. But that's dangerous. I'm going to look at you and be like, how do I know it's dangerous? I'm going to do it anyways and see
I would not.
For myself. Because I'm like, I need to know myself.
No. If someone's like, hey, don't push the big red button, I don't push the big red button.
Okay, I'm the one that's like, I see the red button. I'm like, I know I'm not supposed to touch that, but it's a really pretty button. Can I touch it?
It's really shiny. Can I touch it?
It's shiny. What does it do? Tell me what it does.
Like, I would also be curious, but if I knew like it was dangerous, I probably wouldn't mess with it too much.
Well, he didn't tell her what it did either. If he would have told her what it does, she would have been like, no.
Like,
I think he had to keep the secret though.
Like, he still didn't really understand it very well.
So like, that's why I said in my defense, you didn't tell me what it does. You just goes, oh, it's dangerous. I just met you.
Yeah, but
you could be lying to me.
Kind of beat up. Dude doesn't look like it kind of looks like he's been through it, right? Like, he's not this like rich dude who's like, stop messing with my things. Like, clearly he's been through
well, and even also like, you just met him, but also like, it's magic and you don't know what it does. Like, you really want to be the person that test it out yourself.
I mean, and Kel does have magic, and like someone who has magic would probably know a little bit more than like someone who doesn't.
And again, I think this is a personality thing, right? Where like, you love Lila, but your personality is okay with that, whereas like my personality is not.
I think it's also, in her defense, is she's had men tell her entire life what she can and cannot do, and this was another one telling her, I don't do that. She's like, okay, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, but then also people just like start dying. I'm like,
she shouldn't have done, but
I don't know. I think it's crazy to then still kind of be like, I'm going to put like my desire for adventure before like safety of an entire realm, essentially. Like, granted, she doesn't know, but like still, maybe you should ask questions. And like when she goes to Red London, she knows that it's magical. She knows she doesn't understand it, and yet she just like goes and does her thing. She steals from the cart. There's magic here. Like, did your brain not think that things would be different here with magic?
Okay, I can't excuse her there.
I'm just like, girl.
And she's also told not to talk.
Like, you don't stop to think, and that drives me nuts.
Okay, in her defense, she was told not to talk. Yes. You tell me not to talk, I'm probably going to be talking a lot more.
See, and this is why you love her. Like, it's for me, I'm just like, stop it.
And she goes and does it anyway. Then she gets herself into trouble because she steals something.
I feel like I used to be more like that, and I think younger me would have immediately like clicked with Lila, because I used to be more like, you tell me not to do that, I'm gonna, like, it was like
the frontal lobe.
The frontal lobe, not quite there, and also like just wanting to like challenge authority a little bit, because I was like, I've been so boxed in, which I kind of get that from Lila a little bit, but also like I'm like, no girl, because this is gonna end badly for you. Right. Please. Like,
you saying that kind of hits right now, because I'm just now getting out of a relationship where I felt almost a little boxed in. So now I'm like, right? Oh, you told me I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna do it now. Like, he told me not to buy Eye of the World because he doesn't think I would like it. What did I do? I bought the box set when I saw it for $7.99 because I'm going to give it a try. If I wasted my money, I wasted my money.
Oh, no, you would not waste your money on it.
So I'm like, if I end up not liking it, then cool. But at least I'm giving it a try. So, like, in her defense, I'm like,
spend too much money.
And I think that's probably why I'm like, really? In her defense, she's been told not to do things her entire life. So she's just like, I don't know who you are. I'm going to do it anyways.
So you kind of connected with her on that.
Yeah.
I can see why you love her. Because you guys are, you and Lila are very similar. I did notice that.
In Lila's defense, Kel is kind of similar, which makes me wonder, like, is this something to do with being Antari? I don't really know, though, because Hollis does not seem to have this same issue. He seems very calculated and very intelligent. Yeah. So I don't know.
He's also from White London, and I feel like
he's also older. Like, I think
sometimes I wondered if Hollis and Kel are related.
Maybe.
Well, I also wonder
if they have the same magic.
I also wonder if Lila's related.
But it does say, though, that Antari are not like in bloodlines. It they're randomly. Yeah. So
I think Holland too. Like, remember, you have to remember towards the beginning they mentioned Hollis, whatever his name was. At the beginning of the book, they're like, oh yeah, and he used to have more fire and more spark and more passion, and then the Dane twins, something happened with them, and like so I wonder if that
is more controlled.
Like he's so under controlled in that, and he might have already been that way, but they talk about, or Cal thinks about, like, oh, he was more brash and more impulsive when he was younger and before this like body mind control thing took him over. So like it might just be like he's that, and also like more mature frontal lobe, like all of that stuff, so he's like learned to control those. Whereas I feel like Kel is very young, isn't he? Like 20, like very, very young.
2021, something like that.
Yeah. Like
also with Hollis, I'm trying to remember, did he actually die at the end?
No.
Okay. No. I didn't think so.
He's coming back.
Okay.
I 100%. Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I was thinking.
There was one time during the book when we thought he was dead and he came right back to life.
Yeah, but then there was like a spot at the end where it was like he was dead, but I don't think he is.
I don't think he is. And they sent him to Black London with the rock.
They also did say
okay, that's what they did. Okay, yeah.
They also said in the book Antari are not easy to kill.
They're very difficult to kill. They sent him to Black London, so we don't know if that's going to like bolster his magic and make him like pop back. And also they didn't make sure they took away any kind of connection he would have to come back to White London, which I'm assuming he has a lot of because he's from White London. So you could probably like literally use his clothing or something, right?
Or if he gets too much power from Black London, he might.
No, you got to have some sort of connection.
Yeah.
Well, unless they change it, you're right. But
Yeah, unless he gets uber powered.
Yeah, I just think that he's coming back. That's going to be a problem. Is like you sent this dude over there to the land of like all the magic,
Right.
Or we need him. It's either going to be
maybe
he's going to come
he ends
back
up
and be
saving
bad,
people, for all we know.
or he's going to be needed at some point.
Yeah.
To
I don't
stop.
know. I'm a little worried because no one is now controlling him. He clearly has some sort of desire for power because they mentioned that he kind of overthrew the old king, and then the siblings like snagged it from him.
Yeah, they kind of collared him. I think.
Yeah, they like put that. They call it a soul stamp here. It might be something else. And
yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, but
he did give me Sauron
another scene
vibes.
that kind of stood out to me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Clint.
He gave me Sauron vibes.
Yeah. Well, another scene that stuck out to me was when the sister, the queen of Red London, when she was like possessing other characters. Like she was possessing I can't remember who it was.
Was it
White Queen? The White Queen was possessing everybody.
Yeah, everyone in red.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rye. Is that what you're thinking about when she had Rye?
Oh yeah, she was pretending to be Rye. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she was
that
pretending to
one
be
stuck
one of
out
the
to
king
me
or queen.
also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was really into the whole possession thing, so I would love to see more of that.
That would be really cool. I
Well,
like
maybe
even
you find the other part of the black stone and he puts it back together.
Or who says he doesn't have the other part of it on him? Because they were saying the white
had the other part, yeah.
So who says he doesn't already have it and he puts the two stones together and he blows up Black London and appears in white?
Oh, something's happening with Holland. Like it's happening. There's no way they just like sent him off.
I feel like Holland needs like something's gonna happen with him. I feel like something with Grey London, with Prince Regent, like something. There's if not, there's not really a point in having like Grey London prominent.
Thank you, Misty.
Thank you, Misty, for reminding us.
Yeah. But I think like all those characters that like were a little bit suspicious in this book, like they're definitely gonna have some role to play. They have to, or else like I think it's just building.
Well, and his like mentor guy, I think, is going to be very important because he picked up on Lila being Antari and didn't say anything. He just kind of let it go.
I mean, she kind of was able to get through with the stone without an issue.
Yeah, but you'd think that he would snag her up, right? Be like, hey, you're Antari. They're supposed to be controlled by the royal families. We're going to like keep you here, train you all these things, but he let her go. And so it makes me think that he knows things. He's a good person and he's going to become important. Well, he's already kind of important, but
what if he's her family?
Interesting. That could be possible.
I thought that too.
Family get her out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or that.
I think somehow they could be related.
Watch her
be
a
similar
princess.
traits too.
Watch her be a princess of one of the.
I mean, does it matter?
I think they're both from Black London.
They just like take people out left and right. I don't think they really care. Also, who's going to take over ruling White London now?
I'm guessing Hollis.
He's not there. He's in Black. Is he going to come back and take over?
Holland
that might be his thing. He might come back to be like.
I thought Hell was in Black London.
No, Holland is.
Holland is Black London.
Is it Holland or Hollis?
It's Holland. I looked it up.
I just opened the book.
Yeah.
And my brain keeps wanting to say Hollander. So Holland.
I keep thinking Hollister, which is not like it's the store. Why
are we struggling so much? Why are you that complicated about
I feel like that might be his thing though. He might be like, I want to come back to White London because I've been trying to get the throne. Like that might be his entrance into the next book, possibly.
I also want to know who was the woman who handed Kel the stone.
I feel like she probably was just a rando that they paid to do it, but maybe not.
I'm wondering if she is actually from Black London. That woman. Because she's the one who handed him the stone, and the stone is obviously from Black London, so it just makes sense that she would be too.
The siblings found it on the beach or something, right? Like that's where they found it. It was like on the beach when they were walking around there. They found it.
Yeah.
And
which is probably how they took over Holland.
That's yeah, I'm thinking either like her in disguise or controlled by her. I'm thinking control.
Yeah.
That's mine. I don't think
Which I want to know, everyone that Dane and them have controlled,
they should be released from it because there's no more will for them.
Or if they're still underneath control, does that mean they're under Holland?
I would think not, because I doubt that the siblings would put any kind of provision into their spell work of control to give him control afterwards, because they, I think, were quite careful about making sure he was completely within their control and he had no power of his own.
Yeah, and I think it's mentioned specifically like that was a very particular power of the twins and how they were able to like control things, and if he would have had a similar kind of power or transfer to him, like he could have at some point probably like overthrown himself like way earlier on. So like
I think he could do it. I think anyone can do it if they have the right kind of like I think Kel could do it. He just doesn't because it's forbidden, because you know it's kind of frowned upon to take over someone's
free will
autonomy and force them to do your bidding. Little frowned upon.
Yeah, it's good to know. I don't particularly like open endings. Sometimes it can work for me, but most of the time they just make me mad. Yeah, same. Yeah, I don't handle open endings well either.
Yeah, it just depends on how it's done.
Yeah, if they're well done.
Yeah, Missy said nothing really stuck out to her. I would for sure be curious, but I wouldn't go ahead and use it. Probably the stone. Yeah. Yeah, I for sure think he's coming back, and they sent him with the stone to Black London, so I think somehow the stone's going to be powered back up. Yeah,
or like maybe there's a bunch of other stuff there. Like I'm sure there is, right? They said it was destroyed, but like is everything gone, or has magic just essentially just made it uninhabitable?
Or are there actually people there?
We don't know.
Yeah.
Like were they just morphed and changed?
Yeah, maybe those people are just like stuck there and suffering, and Holland's going to be like, you guys suck. I'm actually going to become the good guy and help these guys get out.
Right. Oh, yeah. She did let us know that he put it together.
Okay. Because I remember they had the two houses.
Yeah. White London goes to whoever is the strongest.
Right, exactly. But like, who's it going to be?
Lila? Maybe?
I don't know.
Lila went off on a pirate boat.
Yeah, she went off on a boat. And I just don't see her being the type to want to sit in one place and rule a kingdom.
Yeah, I don't think she would either.
Her dream.
I wonder who would be the next strongest.
So,
I mean, I could see Holland coming back and taking over.
That's my biggest prediction. I think
that's what I thought too.
Maybe he's gonna like merge them or something. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, Kel sent Holland to Black London. Honestly, it was been a while since I read it, like towards like the first week or so.
And you've read a lot this month, so
yeah, I really did.
I saw on your Goodreads, I was like, wait, how? I was like looking back, I was like, oh, what did she think of? Wait, let's keep going, and I kept.
Well, there was quite a few DNFs, but I also had some really, really good ones. I had a few 5 stars and like 2 6 infinity stars.
I've had 1 6-star this month. Several 5 stars, but 1 6-star.
I've had a 5-star, which is like a 6-star for me. Okay.
Oh, which one's your 5?
It was House in the Cerulean Sea. So.
Oh, that was this month. Okay, I guess I didn't realize it was that recent.
That was this month. That was like at the very beginning, before like Darker Shade of Magic, anything like that. It was like right at the start of the year, like the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I was reading it. So.
Yeah. So my 2 6 infinity stars was 7 Deadly Thorns by Amber Hamilton, and Vow and Vengeance by Jacqueline Rodriguez. Those are my 2 like top tier books of the month for me.
Mine was Blood of My Blood by Barry Lyga. It's book 3 to the I Hunt Killers trilogy, which is basically take Criminal Minds and Dexter and make a YA series about a kid who's the son of one of the notable serial killers. and he ends up having to help solve cases. And this series, I thought it wouldn't go there because it's YA. I mean, at one point they're eating eyeballs in one of the serial killers is. They're
Oh,
buckets
Or
of
is it just like an
intestines.
adult with underage people?
It's 3 underage kids, and it's from their point of view.
Mm.
But you also get the serial killer's point of view throughout.
Okay.
It gets really dark and creepy, and the second one ends on a cliffhanger that I immediately started the last one. Like, I wrote everything down in my thoughts on all my little things, and then immediately picked up the other one and read 300 pages when I should have been working.
Dang.
Within like 2 hours. Like less
Oh
than 2
wow.
hours.
I mean,
Like,
I finished a volume of I've been reading the Saga comics, and
I love Saga.
I love Saga so much, and I had to renew my library card. It was a whole thing last year. I finally did that, so I actually continued in January. I read one, but after the other, so I read 7 and 8, and I think one of them I gave 4 stars, and I had 3, and I was like, oh no. I'm like, things are not as good anymore, unfortunately.
Like Saga at the beginning, Saga at the end, not so much.
Yeah, I think I gave 7, volume 7 4, and then volume 8 3 stars, and then I gave this 3.5, and then I've given a few 3 stars, a couple of 4 stars, and one 5 star, which is usually how it goes for me.
Right.
I have 6 5 stars this month, but I give out 5 stars a lot because I tend. Some of those are series that I'm continuing into. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, you already love the series too, so it makes it easier to.
And one of them was a reread. So.
Nice. Kelly and Lila are back in Red London. Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of answered or commented on some of these comments already. I'm just reading them on the side.
Yeah, it could have been the White Queen in disguise, or it's being controlled by the Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure everyone was releasing their control once they were killed. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious of what's going to happen now that they're gone.
Yeah. Because White London kind of seems like the type of place that would become a hot mess without someone controlling them. Even if they're bad rulers, without them, it's just gonna
be chaos.
Anne Hathaway will show up and be the White Queen again. It's
I would love an adaptation with Anne Hathaway. That would be amazing.
Or the White Witch from Narnia will show up. Listen.
Someone will show up.
Missy did not have a 5-star read this month. Her highest rating was a 4.5. That's still pretty good.
I think I've had 2 actually, which is pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Which ones?
We might have talked about
Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil. I love that one. And The Will of the Many by James Island.
Oh, I've heard such good things about the one.
Will of the Many was a 3-star for me.
I loved it so much. Okay. That's nope, off topic. I got this.
Anything else that's we can save some stuff for the end also. Because I'm sure we'll have stuff at the end.
Oh.
Any residual thoughts? Is that where we're at?
You kind of touched on this a little bit, but any plot twists you loved or hated or didn't understand at all?
I loved them all.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I hated. I liked the Lila being Antari. I think that's a fun twist to it.
Yeah.
I think we all knew that there was something about her. And when she could go with Kel, we're like, ooh.
I kind of suspected it before it was revealed. I
did.
She also was able to go through his jacket pockets.
Right. And he was like, how did you do that?
So my brain went, oh, she's the same as him.
I think she was able to do all the magic stuff. You're like, oh, we're gonna find that out. But I still think that it's a twist, right? And I thought it was good.
I'm trying to think of.
I think the fact that the twins had another set, and that's how they've been so powerful all along, is because of the stones was interesting.
Yeah.
So I think that was an interesting twist. I think it was pretty obvious all along that Holland and the twins were trying to control that you heard that thing like the guard overhearing them
Yeah.
talking to Holland, you're like, okay, well, obviously White London is making their play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, even from very early on when he goes to first visit Ryan, and then he's like, oh, like Cal didn't know that he was there, and he's like, this is sus. This is they're clearly.
I will say, I thought, yes, they were going to control him, but I didn't think that was going to be in this book.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it would be later.
I was still on the Grey Prince.
Okay.
So I was
Yeah,
like, yeah, they're evil. Yeah, he's going to have to go through White London and stuff to do what he needs to do and all that stuff later on. But I thought that was going to be like the whole plot of the whole series.
Oh,
So
so
we were going to find out at the end.
interesting.
How the Grey Prince comes into it.
So when this was like revealed, I went, oh.
Because we started out
Okay.
in Grey London.
Yeah.
I feel like Grey London, that might have been like building that up for later, or it might have been like a red herring in the story. And then you're like so focused on Grey London and this prince that you don't see all this stuff happening with White, and like, oh, I'm gonna
be honest, I thought it was White London. Like the whole time I thought it was, and maybe it's just because they were so clearly evil that I'm like,
See, I thought they were a little too obvious of being evil. So I was like, okay, so maybe it's going to be like playing out throughout the whole thing, not just be this one book.
Yeah. And I do agree with Misty, though, that the fact that they already had the other half of the stone, that did surprise me. Like, I thought didn't know that was where it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think for me, I want to know why. It's not really a plot twist necessarily, but like we started out in Grey London with like George, and I kind of want to know how he plays into all this, because once we left him, he went into like White London, Red London, and all these other things, but we didn't really like ever come back to him.
Are you
so
reading
I kind of wonder
the second book?
Yeah. I was I'm curious, is he mentioned at all on the back of this?
Because we only saw him for like a chapter, and then he was gone, and then we never came back to him. So I'm like, I want to know how he plays into all of this, because we started out with him.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think maybe something about him is going to be like majorly revealed somewhere in the series.
Yeah. I will say the back of the second one gives us basically nothing.
Great. I love that. I hate
all it basically says is Red London is caught up in the pageantry and thrills of the Essen Tashish tournament, and another London is coming back to life.
Black.
That's literally that, and it's got some others about shadows, but it literally is nothing important.
Good.
To like give away anything.
So I keep them
That's good. Yeah. In all honesty, there was no plot twist that actually surprised me.
Same.
Yeah, I think I kind of saw things coming, but
less
in an Addie LaRue way where I felt like, okay, this is I mapped everything out in what order and everything, like I had it all mapped out of what was going to happen, and more in like I kind of expected this. Oh my goodness, hold on. Hi puppy. Hi. Hold on. He decided he wanted to say hello. That scared the crap.
Is his right?
I literally only looked at the back of this to figure out where to put it on the Swoony Rom-Com Swoonathon board. And I saw, tournament? Okay, cool. It goes for competition. That we actually mark something on a board.
True.
I have.
Or does it have a tagline?
No.
Yeah, I got mine so long ago. They're like older versions.
I mean, the stuff at the top just says a dazzling world of parallel Londons where the power of balance is ever perilous, and for one city to flourish, another must die.
Is he going to use the power of Black London to bring back White London?
Could be interesting. I mean, it sounds like a tagline. It's not blurred by anybody at the front, is it?
Yeah. NPR.
Oh.
NPR Entertainment Weekly and IO9.
I legit don't ever care about the blurbs from like these official reviewer type things.
Same.
Honestly, like I don't care. I don't trust you because oftentimes the books that they praise and they love, I'm like, I hated that. Like that was not my. So I feel like my style never aligns with these like professional reviews.
But
Right.
something I have found, if I really hate a book and an author's on there, and I'll go try that author, 9 out of 10, I won't like their work either.
Yeah. Because I bought books specifically
Mhm.
because they're blurbed by an author that I love, like Brandon Sanderson or B.E. Schwab or something. I'll be like, ooh, they blurbed that? Okay, I'll go try that now.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
authors
kind of what
that
I do
care about.
too. Like, for example, when I was looking at Allurial, 2 of the books were blurred by one of my favorite authors, Nisha J. Tooley. So I'm like, ooh, okay. I love Nisha. I gotta go try these ones now.
Yep, that's how I am. I care about the author's blurbs. I don't care about like NPR or even like New York Times. I actually don't care if New York Times likes it or not.
Well, New York Times has some interesting takes sometimes too. Like some of these news sources have on other things too, not related to books. But I'm like,
and particularly in fantasy, right? Like I'm just like, you guys care. Like I don't think they always have.
I care about author blurbs more than anything else.
Yeah,
I mean, the blurbs on this are just like so basic, compulsively readable, addictive and immersive, a gathering of shadows.
It tells me nothing, though. It tells me absolutely nothing.
This addictive and immersive, a gathering of shadows cements this series as a must read.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like, I don't really care what they say in particular. It's that author liked it. And I like them, so I tend to like this.
So my thing is did you
I
like
care
the
nothing
book,
about publisher blurbs?
or are you friends with the author? Are you friends with the author, or did you like the book?
I feel like most authors are not gonna plug their name on something if they didn't actually like it, though, right? Like they might read it, but they're not gonna put their name on it. I guess
that, for example, it's a friend's book and you don't like it, you read it and you surreptitiously you're like,
I'm so busy.
Sorry, I'm not gonna talk about this.
Sorry.
I mean, I've read a book. I read a book on the channel back in the day, one of my first years on the channel, and the author sent it to me just to send it for an honest review. And she commented on all of my videos, and I was just like, how do I say how much I hated this book?
I just don't review it. I've had that happen to me, and now I don't accept.
I didn't say that it's not from.
I feel bad because I've had that happen to me too, and I was like, I really don't have time right now. I'm sorry, because I don't want to be like, this really was not well written.
Before I reviewed it, she commented on something of mine on Facebook that was very it was very homophobic. And stuff like that on one of my posts.
So I will review it.
So then I got on the video and I was like, so I gave this a 2.5 stars.
It just wasn't for me. This is
Twilight if it was written by monkeys. I went in.
I know what book you're talking about.
It's like I went in.
Because you told me about this book.
Yeah, and I went in and she was like, how dare you, blah, 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 and called me the F word in the notes. And I was just like, okay. That tells me all I need to know about you as a human being.
Yep. Yeah. No, wow.
That makes me not want to read that book ever now.
Hello?
I mean, you convinced me not to take it off my TBR in the first place. Now I'm not interested
anymore. Tell me what it is.
Yeah, I want to know what this is.
Put it in the
put it in the
I was put it in the private comments because we don't want to bash authors.
Yeah, no, I don't want
to. Do I remember
homophobic slurs? Do we care quite as much? I don't know.
I mean,
do I remember?
Yeah, I just.
That's fair if you don't remember.
Because I don't know if I have any authors watching my channel.
I mean, the thing is,
I don't want people to think that I'm bashing other authors.
Books, right? Like, I'm gonna give my honest opinion, and if I'm not gonna, like, if I'm not going to give my honest opinion, I'm not going to review it, right?
Oh, Morgan said share on Discord, so she doesn't pick it up either.
Let me see which year it was that I read it.
Oh my gosh, was it that long?
If it can be found.
Yeah. But no, I feel like authors you're fine to go in reviewer spaces because also most authors are readers and so they want to engage in the community. But I just feel like if people are reviewing your books, watch it or not at your own risk, but don't comment on it.
Right.
I mean, I guess unless it's like
Oh.
unless you're being tagged in like a glowing review, then
Yeah, like if someone loved your book and tagged you, was like, this is the best book I've read all year, 100% comment and say thank you. That's great. You know, if you're being nice,
Yeah.
then everything's nice.
So I gave it a 3, and apparently it is my longest review on
oh wow.
where I even start with I received a copy of this from an author for an honest review. But what I'm saying in here is like super nice. So she must have said that like before I did like a video review.
Oh.
But I
That's
will
rough.
give y'all the title of the book.
Yeah, put it in the private chat, the one farthest to the left.
I
Yes.
mean, it's not.
I don't know if I have any authors watching, but if I do, I don't want them to think that, you know, all I do is bash authors, you know?
I mean, if I'm not, I feel like I'm a pretty harsh like reviewer in terms of my ratings and stuff, but I try to be like, this didn't work for me, rather than like, I think it's a terrible book, because for the most part, I don't think they're like terrible books. I just think it's didn't work for me. I'm very like picky about them.
Oh, I thought it was a different book.
I feel like sometimes books are not super well written or super well edited, and I don't have much of a problem saying that, especially when ones you're like, this clearly wasn't edited, right? You're like, there's this and this and this and stuff. And I do find that we are having more struggle with that.
Can we also talk about the fact that the author even rated it and gave it a 4 out of 5 instead of a 5?
The author gave her own book a 4.
You should.
Why'd you publish it if you think it's a 4?
And what's sad is the only 2 actual reviews are by me and the other person she sent it honestly to, that I used to be really good friends with on here, that I'm no longer friends with said person.
That's sad. Yeah. I don't like if you, I don't know. Maybe this is just me, but I don't think I'd publish a book if I was like, oh, this is just like an average fine book. Like,
yeah. I mean, if you feel that
the sequel never came out, so
I mean, people send out arcs because they want people to review.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with being harsh in reviews, honestly.
I
but
feel
like you don't need to be. It's not like it's personal, right? Like they're books. We're rating the book. We're not like rating the person,
right?
Yeah, I think it's just as long as you're being respectful.
Yeah,
and how you're
and making sure that it's constructive, like giving like.
Were you thinking I was? Hold on, were you thinking about the poetry book?
No, it was a different book that you told me about that you had. You said it was like Twilight, but really, really badly written. Because it was a book that was on my
several of those, so now my brain's like, what?
It has something to do with like wolves. I know that doesn't give you a lot, but
I've read a lot of wolves.
Yeah. Because you said there was a scene in particular that you said really bothered
you. That's the Curse of Blood and Wolves.
Yeah, that's it.
Where there's literally a scene in the book where they watched different werewolf movies, and when he runs away, she runs after him and literally says the quote, trying to get him to come back, is Team Jacob, right? And I was like, really? This is actually a line in a book? What?
Oh, no.
And that was a fairy loot book, too. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I was like, wait, give me a second to get to wolves.
Morgan agrees with you.
This one. And I think I was being way too nice. I just read that review and I was like, from what I remember, that is not what I said in a video review.
Sometimes I'll reflect on a book and I'm like, I gave it like a 3-star. I'm like, that was not a 3-star. Like, I'll go back to it at the end of the month and then I revisit my ratings a lot. Like Wicked, I'm so sorry. That was, I gave that like, I don't even know, like 3 or 3.25 stars. Very, very generous at first. And then I revised it to a 2. And honestly, I think I need to revise it to
I put off reading that because we're getting a new audiobook next month where Cynthia Revo's reading it. And I think that'll be the only way I'll listen to it now after Amanda DNF'd it.
It is I read it in middle school, so keep that in mind.
Right.
It's unique. It's
That's
very
relatable.
different. I think that you would not like it as much as the play.
Well, I'm not expecting to like it as much as the play, but as a Wizard of Oz fan, I feel like that's like a staple that I need to at least try it.
I think if you enjoy the musical, I would read the book just to see the source material.
Mm-hmm.
It's not,
especially since we're getting a second movie. They just announced that we're getting a sequel to it.
A sequel to
you mean the book?
Wicked movie.
So there's 2 Wicked movies.
Yes, and we're getting a sequel.
Is it Son of the Witch?
I don't know. They haven't spoiled anything.
Because there's sequel books.
Well, the author's putting out a new book in September. Maybe it's that one.
Well, I know it's Schwartz. No. Steven Schwartz is writing the music for it.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm looking this up.
Morgan said it's nothing like either the Wizard of Oz.
Because there are sequel books, like Son of the Witch, and like there's the one with the lion on the cover. I don't remember.
That's Out of Oz. Or no, Lion Among Men. Among Men, and then Out of Oz.
Yeah. And I mean, he's done other books, and I liked his Nutcracker one better than the...
Oh, it says that they're exploring different projects, and they're considering doing one for Son of a Witch.
Son of a Witch,
okay.
I mean, I do think that they changed it a lot, so if they make a lot of changes to this...
Right.
I never kept going with the series, though. I only read Wicked.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I read it because I'm such a huge fan of the musical and the 2 movies, and I was like, I have to read this just to compare the source material.
Yeah, exactly. I
did like a whole video deep dive into it, and then I was like, this is rough. This is real rough. And
I was watching that video,
but I'm about to. I think I have to like drop it down to that because it was so not for me.
That series is also one of my ex's favorite series of all time.
Oh.
Granted, me and him, when it comes to our reading taste, are sometimes very different. No, a lot of times, let's say that, very different. He reads a lot of historical, or he reads a lot of queer and disco nonfiction.
Interesting.
Like, he's obsessed with like disco and collecting vinyls and stuff, but that is a series. He knows that I was a huge fan of Wizard of Oz. It's my favorite classic of all time, followed by Frankenstein. Those are like top tiered for me. But he's like, I need you to read this. I need you to read this. I'm like, I'm now wanting to read it because I bought it the day I went and saw part 2 with a friend.
I mean, go for it. Give it a try, but really don't expect it to be.
Oh, I'm not expecting
like Wizard of Oz or anything like the musical.
I already know about one particular thing that I could feel like I didn't need to know about.
The puppets?
Something. Oh, I didn't know anything about puppets. I know something about purple. I'm not going to say what it is because.
What do you tell us in the private chat?
Well, just wait, read it. Let's see what you think. I actually am pro, like, if you're really interested, read the source material and stuff.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
But
I was like, I could care less. Thank you.
There's some interesting choices. He does that.
Right.
Back to V. Schwab.
Yeah.
We love Bury Our Bones.
Yeah. Missy still needs to rebury our bones. We do actually very much recommend it. I thought it was a little better than Addie LaRue, in my opinion.
Okay, so I will go into this with not high expectations, but higher hopes.
I still think Addie was better, but I really enjoyed
I was
this
fascinated with the historical aspect and Bury Our Bones, even more so than Addie LaRue.
Okay.
Yeah, the personality, the point of view they hated, I loved. So,
yeah, I think He says the only thing that surprised her is that the twins already had the other piece of the stone, and Holland gave Rye that necklace early on. Yeah, that was an interesting one. And so White London had been planning this for a while.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if that's what they were planning on taking over Red London. So maybe instead of trying to take over Red London, now they're gonna like pull Black into White to like revive White a bit. I don't know.
Let's see.
I mean, that was the first thing before I even started the book, and or like at the very beginning of the book, just getting started learning the about the worlds and stuff. With Red and White, I was like, huh. So these are the two places that still have access to magic. Like Gray doesn't have it because they don't believe in it anymore, and then Black is like wiped off supposedly, right? So I was like, I feel like there's going to be some sort of interaction there, or some tension there naturally, because it's the two places where magic still exists. And especially how it was described, where Red was like, yeah, it's like magic balanced with things, and then White was like, we gotta control the magic. I was like, oh boy.
And I feel like Red London, they portray it as them being this very like wholesome, like magic is beautiful, everything smells like flowers. But hearing kind of what happened, and I know we get it from a biased opinion, like he's biased in his knowledge, but it kind of sounds like Red just kind of like flipped White London the finger and was like, sucks to suck. Like, we're cutting ourselves off to protect us and our people. And you guys are just going to have to suffer over there. Like, we're keeping our perfect little utopia, and you guys just have this really terrible, horrible stuff. You have to fight off Black London on your own. And we're just kind of leaving you to that. And so I think maybe things will come out more, be like, of how atrocious it was what they did. I don't know.
I feel like they try to portray, especially because Kel's from Red London, as like, this is the good London, like the best one. And I'm like, but you closed yourself off. Like, that was something I was like, they're both parts that have magic are, I think, evil or have negative things to them. In like, maybe Red is more subtle about it, but they both have their faults there. Like, the world is not imploding, or the universe or the magic system here is not imploding like this if only one of the Londons is like clearly it's from multiple angles that this is happening.
I went, when we started describing White London and stuff, I went, okay, this London kind of hits a little too close to home right now for a lot of us, because of certain things that are described. So I was like, white power, all right.
It is interesting that it's called White London, but it's not like in a clean, like, white way, right? Like, it's not like you're in a white place that's like kept clean, because I feel like a lot of times when you think of white, you're like, oh, like a white couch is really hard to keep clean, or like white, that type of thing. And it's more white in like a pale way, like an unhealthy, like you're lacking oxygen type way.
It's also a world lacking color.
So it's more like an unhealthy white versus like a this is really like clean and pristine type white.
This kind of, I'm currently buddy reading Moby Dick with a friend. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but you know, I mean, we're having good discussions about it. Let me be fair, we're having good discussions about it. I'm just like, it's a slog in some sections, but the point is a chapter that's called like the whiteness of the whale, and he talks about how like, and this is, I feel, very true and very relevant to this, like there's this representation of white being as like clean and pure and all that stuff, but there's also on the other end of things like whiteness as like this bad, evil, like lacking oxygen, dying sort of way. And I thought it was interesting that I thought White London was just initially, the perception was like, oh, she's gonna make this like one of the like better quote unquote Londons, and I like that she kind of subverted that and went with like, no, we're gonna make it like called White London because atrocities are happening here and the people are losing their magic and all that. I like she took that route with it instead.
It's more like they're anemic versus.
See, I was waiting for White London to appear like before we got to White London to kind of appear like a pure, unadulterated utopia, where it looks and appears like everything is kosher on the surface. when you look at it, oh, it's shiny, it's pretty, it's nothing's wrong. And then you look behind the curtain and, oh, every person's being controlled by the leader, blah, blah, blah. Like, very much, I went Charmed route with the avatars.
Gotcha. Versus, no, it's like very obviously
Are they called the avatars?
not doing well.
That just doesn't sound right. But it's like, that's where it's like, oh, you do bad, instantly killed and erased, nobody remembers you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were late, so your hand gets chopped off.
I like that she wasn't subtle about it with White London, because that is, I think, the expectation is that it will be subtle. And she's like, no, this is going to be over, and we'll make Red London, which when you think of red, you think of blood, you think of like, you might think of those negative associations first. And she's like, nah, this will be more subtle. I'm gonna flip things on you. I'm gonna make the readers keep guessing. And that's something that I really like about V. Schwab's like writing style. It never, like, it's, you kind of expect the things that are going to happen, but it never quite plays out exactly how you had it mapped out, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, we do have like a couple more, 2, 3 questions left. So if you want to, I know we touched a little bit on this one. How did the author present the magic system? Did they do a good job explaining how it works and what its rules and limitations are? Did it make sense and fit with the story?
Yeah.
I don't know if we really got a full in-depth on the limitations, but I think that's good because we know what the characters know.
Yeah. Agreed. And I think that no one in these worlds really understands the magic super well because there is so much that they have cut off and so much of it that they don't have access to anymore. They kind of only know about their like limited access that they have.
Yeah, like the erasure of Black London removed all those books and stuff and all of the Antari works and everything like that. So it makes sense that they have to rediscover what the limitations are, the rules and everything, because essentially they've been trying to wipe away the evidence that magic even existed. So I agree.
And I'm hoping we find more of them throughout the series.
I hope so too.
There's an underground group of them, probably.
That'd be cool.
That'd
be really cool.
And watch them all be in Black London.
Or watch them all be in Gray London so that the red and white people can't like steal them, because that's what they kind of collect them, right? Even Kel is saying like, yeah, they're my family, but they're not. I'm literally a possession.
Right.
Change
if you could change anything about the book, what would it be and why?
Have at it, ladies.
I really think I would just change that impulsiveness that like leads to so much kind of destruction, essentially. Like I would have our characters just be a little more cautious with what they were doing, particularly because neither of them really knows, right? And they both admit that they don't really know, and yet they still make these decisions. So I'd kind of make them be a little bit more conscientious of utilizing this power that they have and how it can affect other people around them who have no power.
Yeah, I 1000% agree with that.
I think I agree with that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's...
But I mean, like, it drives the story, right? That's
like my brain is like, well, if you change that, would we really have a story?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So like it's hard to say that, but yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to think. This is a difficult one. What would I want to change about the book?
I'd want another London that they don't know about.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yellow London. I don't know. That's just the color they don't have. Yellow or
purple London.
I would probably change the pacing a little bit. And because it felt it was like chunks of not much is happening, and then some like throwing scenes of like a little bit of action, then we're back to like not much happening again. So I would probably pace it out a little bit differently.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I think the pacing worked for me, but you really have to like things that kind of gradually bring you in slower for this kind of story. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I would want to change or maybe just get more information on like and maybe we will on like Kel's backstory and why. How did he end up getting like? Yeah, he's from Red London, sort of, but was he originally from there? Like, what's his backstory? What happened to his family? Like, all of that stuff. We're missing information about that. Specifically, like how he doesn't have any memories of his life from the Red royal family.
I'm guessing
They
that
kind of adopted
I
him.
feel like it's got to be.
I'm sure that'll probably get explored more, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably.
I would probably give them a little bit more of a sinister edge. Not go overt, not like Dane twins, like not like that, but something because I feel like there might be something there.
Mhm.
But this might change
Right.
with once we read the other books. I'll have maybe a different perspective.
See, that's where I got the whole that him and Lila might be related. Only because neither one of them remembers their parents or anything of their past.
Doesn't Lila remember her father?
But was that the fault? Her
Vaguely,
actual
True,
fault?
right,
Mhm.
right. It could have just been.
Or that could just be a common thing of for Antari. We don't really know. We've only
Right.
seen like 3 of them, so
For all we know,
We don't
it
know
was just a
anything
parent-
about Holland.
Mhm.
And for all we know, it might have just been a parental figure, not an actual
Right,
parent.
yeah.
Yeah, and maybe being the one that saved her as a baby and like fled.
True. And since I'm about to talk about this, I might as well put this question up. What do you expect or hope will happen in the sequel? What unanswered questions bother you? Not as it anything that bothered me, but
Oh crap! They did
kiss.
Oh yeah, I don't think she would do that. V.E. Schwab's not Cassandra.
No, sorry, I forgot they kissed. My bad, Misty.
No, I was immediately thinking like City Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, God no, let's not.
I don't want to read
that.
that.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
weird. That'd be like
I
another
could not get
series
on board with
that I
that.
could think of that was like that.
Yeah, I think backstories. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah. Like I want to know where everybody's actually from and like who's related to who and like I want to get more of that backstory. And I also kind of want to know where the White Queen and Kane were like their backstory a little bit. I know they're gone now, but I would love to know like, how like they made it to power. Like what did they do to get there? Or what was it like for them?
I want more of Grey London. I feel like we don't know enough about Grey London now.
Yeah.
We know more about red and white and possibly some about black, but we know absolutely nothing about gray. Was that put in there as in, oh, we're going to learn more about gray, or we should already know about gray because we live in gray?
That's
So
what I
was
was thinking.
needed.
Was like Grey London is like it would be our version of London. So I wonder if she's like trying to rely a little bit more on like we live in this world, and you might like if you're interested, you could look into the history if you're really really interested. But I feel like there's got to be a point of why she has like the non-magical London. So I would like to delve more into that and learn more about Holland too. Like we don't know anything about him really, like very little.
Right.
His deal, what his backstory, that kind of thing. More about that before like the struggle for power,
That and the tavern. I want to know more about the tavern.
Like why the taverns are like connected
in every London, even though one of them burned.
Mm-hmm.
I am interested in that too, and I also want to know more about like the history of Black London and how it all started. Because I know they gave us a little bit, but I want to know more. So that would be kind of interesting to find out if we get that in the series. And Missy said, "I hope we get more backstory on Kel and Lila. That would be nice." I also hope we learn more about the magic. Yes, absolutely. Because we don't. They didn't really talk much about the magic, really. Like we know about the Antari and the portals and the stone, but that's all we really know. Is like this, not really.
And a little bit of the elemental stuff too, like the stuff that Rai was like trying to work on, and that some people had like the water, the fire, the like that to a certain extent, but that was about it.
Very last Airbender.
Wonders a little bit whether Grey London has an Antari and they just haven't told them about them.
That's
because
possible.
the king wants the tokens, right? And he says it's because like he wants the smell of it because it smells like flowers. But I don't know, maybe he has an Antari and he's like taking the tokens for them or something. I don't know.
Maybe. It's possible.
What if George, or not George, what if the son is an Antari, the prince?
That would be crazy. How would you hide that though? How would you hide the eye? Pluck it out like Lila's?
Maybe.
Oh, this is more historical. My brain went contacts. Or the fact that he's from Grey London. Maybe because magic isn't as strong.
Maybe it hasn't manifested yet or something. That's what I was thinking. Like
maybe not as prevalent,
but they don't know it because they don't believe in magic, so they've never like tried. They don't.
Or is the king wanting the smell of the coins to remind him of his wife? Because she was one.
Maybe.
And she's Lila's mother.
No, you're just like, oh.
Now you're going all theories on us.
You know me, I always come up with some weird, wacky theory for like the second book.
I mean, you should have heard such theories on like the fourth series.
I swear, if this comes true, I know nothing about the sequels, guys.
Well, this is the first time for most of us, I think. I'm not sure if everyone's read the whole series besides Karina.
This is going to be my first time for the second book.
Yeah, I think Karina's the only one that's read
That'll
the
be
series.
my first time too.
So yeah, I'm curious to see what it's going to be like for us. You know, going into it like blind, and we know what we know from the first book, but like seeing how it all develops.
Mm-hmm. And I'm curious. I'm definitely all of our ratings will like evolve if we will like the series more as it goes on, or if we'll feel like similarly about things. Like that'll be interesting to know.
Or if I love the first one and it goes down for me.
Yeah,
I doubt it. I feel like it'll go up.
I mean, you love V.E. Schwab, Clint. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it.
I mean, I've only DNF'd one V.E. Schwab, so
that was what, City of Ghosts?
Yeah, too much Harry Potter references.
Yeah, it's middle grade. So
yeah, that's kind of how I felt with the Amari series. But yeah, that's a whole nother discussion for another day. However, I am excited to at least finish that series because I know the new Amari book's coming out the end of February. So
I've decided I'm going to push that series off now until all the books are out. I've read the first two.
Well, the new one that's coming out is the last one.
Oh, okay. Then I can finally catch up then. I'm like, because I have to reread book 1 and 2.
Yeah, because it's labeled 4 of 4.
Oh. I feel like I'm not trying to start any new series. Right, I'm in the middle of, I don't know how many. I haven't counted them recently, but a lot of series.
I'm in the middle of like 50 plus, and I'm already starting a few this year. But my goal is to finish 10 that I've started before this year, and 5 that I've started this year.
Gotcha.
I know me that I can't not start a series at some point, especially with our book club. So I'm like, I knew that once this gets read, this counts as one of my 5.
Gotcha.
So,
I mean, like, yeah, I say that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna start new series and is starting a new series like every month. My thing is the follow through with finishing them is the hard part for me.
I mean, I'm currently in the middle of starting a series, so
I'm really trying to finish some because I have, I think, 50 plus. I'm in the middle of, or 20 plus.
I need to go through every series that I've started and actually decide if I'm going to finish them or not.
Yeah. I did that a couple years back, and I DNF'd quite a few series.
At least, now you know there's series that you don't really care to finish anymore. So that's a series off of your list.
That's kind of how I was like, I really don't care. So,
But look, Missy's in the middle of 100.
What?
90 series.
Okay, I'm not.
Girl.
And she's already started more this year.
My God. Not BB.
I mean,
I will lose track.
Mood. Because I might be there too. Who knows?
I mean, it's true.
I don't actually
like not get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't keep track of my series. I'm usually pretty good at finishing series or continuing series. I don't have a problem with that necessarily. My biggest issue was reading in too many books and not reading as much as I'm reading it. So that's why I'm trying to utilize like when I do my TBR games and stuff like that. Like I'm trying to limit my cards to just physical books so I can read more of my physical books.
Same.
And utilizing my KU subscription more. So that way I'm not constantly buying physical copies of stuff that's already on KU. Let me try it on KU first, see if I like it enough to buy a physical copy.
I'm trying to use
That way
the
I don't
library
have
more.
that.
Like if I really want to read a physical book copy, and I'm not sure that I want to like have the whole series or have the book, especially if it's part of a series. I'm like,
Right.
I'm gonna I borrowed A Darker Shade of Magic from the library. I want to utilize I use Libby a lot, but I want to utilize the physical copies more too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
I
actually
need to
just
pay
went to
my
my library and
library.
picked up like 6 books.
I need to pay my library fines so that I can get library books. I owe Pioneer 60 and I owe Metropolitan 60. So
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Pioneer is because of COVID and I lost the book and then found it and then I've since returned it.
They should take it off then.
But I moved 4 times in 2020.
Mm.
And then the other one, the damaged car that's still at my ex's house still has like 5 or 6 books sitting in the back seat that go to Metropolitan. That I
Mhm.
checked out 2 years ago now?
2 years ago.
A year or two? Listen.
The only physical library book I currently have, and I have it through the 15th because I kept it like all the way through the live show. I renewed it once. Is A Darker Shade of Magic. That's it. And I'm like, I want to be on top of that because I do not want to be accruing library fines.
Well,
My library is really
Right.
nice. Like if you're late with it to the certain extent, they'll charge you for the book, right? But then as soon as you turn it in, that's it. Like you don't have to pay any fines. Like if you turn it back in, doesn't matter when you do it, you don't have to pay.
well, I just
That's
recently
pretty lucky.
I just found out there's a library within walking distance of where I live now.
Oh.
So I'm like, my brain is like, that's Pioneer. I'm going to go walk up there one of these days and go, hey, so can you look at my account and just tell me if I owe or if I don't? Because I have returned that book.
Mm-hmm.
So if I
Right.
don't, can I get a card back? Or if not, how much do I have to pay to get my card back?
Right.
And I make
Right.
payments.
Mm.
Love you long time. Please. I need to spend less money, please.
That's how I did.
Missy says she loves starting series and struggles to continue and finish them.
too.
That's relatable. That's so relatable.
Yeah.
I feel the struggle.
I used to be a person that binged through series. So I would
Me
start a book,
too.
especially in middle school, high school. When I was in school, I'd be like, book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, we're done. Like we're moving on, and then the next series like that. And I want to do that more again. Not that every series has to be that way, but because if not, I'm like, oh, I forgot what happened in the first book, and I can't continue with the series. And part of why I don't continue is because I don't remember what happened in books 1, 2, and 3. Like
Or at least I want to
Right.
try and binge them in 1 month. If I have to read other ones in between, that's fine.
Yeah, but still close enough back to
for
back.
me, it's not
Right.
immediately back to back, but like within a couple of months, like 2 to 3
Yeah.
months is my goal.
Like let's start and
Less than a
finish the
year,
series
yeah.
in a year and not like 5 years.
I have
Right.
3 series that I'm currently doing that with, 1 a month.
I do that
And-
more with like the bigger ones, like Wheel of Time, Stormlight Archive stuff, because
Or like Throne of Glass.
multiple of those in a month.
I did that with
Yeah.
like Outlander.
Yeah, they're long too.
because those are huge. But actually, the last one took me like 3 months to finish reading because I was reading other things
Yeah.
and I had other stuff going on, and it took me like
Right.
3 months total. But I'm proud of myself because I actually made it through the end of book 9. There's one more book coming out, which isn't out yet, so I can't read it yet. And I can always just read like a little bit of a summary when that does come out of like catching up or rewatch little clips of the show to like whatever and then read that. But I'm proud of myself because I actually did it. And I read through the first 9.
That's how I feel when I finish the big series. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually am caught up with this. How did this happen?
Hello.
Well, we're very much close to the end. We only have like question or two left. This next one, I feel like Clint might have something for this. I don't know if you guys will, but we'll see. So,
No.
any good quotes?
I read it too fast to have any.
I would say I don't tend to be a quotes person that much though, so that's not really surprising.
Yes, like I don't like to annotate physical books, but like if I'm reading something on Kindle, if there's something that like stands out to me, I'll highlight it on my Kindle. But I don't like to write or highlight in my physical books.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to think. I noted a few things down, so I'm looking. Some of these quotes, I'm like, I noted it because it was bothering me. It's like, oh, you're like highlighting the brash impulsiveness, and I was like, I need to mark this. Let me see. I'm trying to see.
Missy says she never keeps track of quotes.
I don't always. I do sometimes.
I feel like some, like Lord of the Rings, they have some good quotes in there, right? Like not all who wander are lost, right? Like there's some great quotes, but I feel like in general, I'm not huge on quotes.
I like the "you look more ready to storm a city than seduce a man." That was fun.
That's a good one. For sure.
Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I like the word of mouth was its own kind of magic, like the oral storytelling. That one was awesome.
Right.
There were a few like that, but not a lot. Not really.
Right. Anything we forgot to cover?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that
you
there's
have
just
any
a lot
lingering thoughts. You feel like we covered everything?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Has your rating changed in any way?
Nope.
I don't think so, actually. I think I'm like, maybe even a 3.5.
I think I'm more solidly like 3.5. Like then I was like debating between 3.5 and 4, and I think I'm at 3.5.
I think that there's a huge possibility of the next one going up though, because a lot of my issues I think could change in these upcoming books as the characters like get smarter.
Yeah, I feel like there's a chance the next one will be like a 4-star. Mm-hmm. There's a very solid chance that it'll be like a 4-star or 4.25. Yes, I do quarter ratings. I have given 4.75 because I'm like, there was one thing in that book that didn't work for me, and I've done that a couple times. So yeah, it might fall more in that range. We'll see that possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking of staying at my rating at 3.5 too, because nothing really has convinced me to go up or down in any way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I will say book 2 is longer.
It is longer. I'm ready. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun.
Same.
I gotta start early. That means I gotta start early and like really pace myself because
you don't want to like have to binge it at the end.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, then I run out of time because I have other things going on and I'm reading other books. Like, it's a struggle.
It's a Gathering of Shadows next, right?
Yes. Okay. It's 509 pages, and this one was 413.
Okay, so it's a bit longer, but not like crazy.
Which it's fitting that the new cover's red that we're reading it in February.
Right?
When I was making my TBR, I was like, ooh, this is a red cover. I like that.
And works for the Swoony board for competition.
Yeah, I realized that I put something else in competition, and I was like, wait a second. After I uploaded my video and everything, I was like, hold on. I
don't know what color my cover is. I think there's like a red one and like a kind of a ivory beige looking one, but I don't remember what the next one is.
There's some different editions too. There's like I think 3 different editions of the series, right? That have been
because this isn't the first one.
The first one was like the white covers, right?
Yeah, the white covers, then those are the Barnes & Noble's exclusive, and then
these aren't Barnes & Noble. They're some sort of a collector's edition, but
collector's edition.
Because I know the one that I borrowed from the library, it's like the ivory one because I have the like first one.
Right, yeah.
And I wanted this set because it'll match.
I am actually so mad that the newest one is not going to look like mine. I actually don't even want to buy it at this point because I'm so irritated.
It's a good thing I don't own any of them because then if I decide that I do want to buy them, I'll just buy them all to match.
Yes.
I just also like these colors and how they pop.
Yeah, like they're very bold.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just they're always going to bug me because now I can't have a matching set.
That's why you just buy this set and have 2 sets.
Oh, but these are so pretty. I like them.
But you keep that and you get another set.
They have
and they're no
like
match.
boiling, and then they have like character artwork and
Oh,
stuff.
that's so
Well,
pretty.
that's cool.
I've already stated that if this series becomes
There's
a
your
new
Lila.
favorite, then I will get the collector's editions too and have multiple sets. I mean, I have 7 copies of Red, White, and Royal Blue. I have 5 copies of Song of Achilles with one on the way. I have God knows how many Green Creeks.
I have a lot of Mistborns. I think Mistborn's probably the one I have the most of.
I have 3 How to Hang a Witches. Multiple copies.
Oh, I have a lot of
3
Aragons too. I love Aragon.
Aragon, love Aragon.
Do I have multiple copies of any books?
Multiple.
I
I
used
see you having multiple of like Pride and Prejudice or Persuasion or something like that. Like some of the Jane Austens or
I
classics.
don't. I don't.
You don't have multiples of any classics? That kind of surprises me.
No, I know it is surprising, but I don't. I have some edition versions, like, but I'll have that usually instead of the standard version.
Actually, I do have multiple copies of a book. I have the whole box set of the Hunger Games, but I also have the illustrated version of the Hunger Games as well.
Oh yeah.
And I want to get the illustrated version of Catching Fire, which is on it's on my books I really want list of getting the illustrated version of Catching Fire, because I want to own. I have the box set, like the special deluxe version that recently came out, but I also wanted to collect all the illustrated editions because I love the pictures.
Yeah.
Speaking of special editions of classics, I'm sending in our group on Instagram. I saw these the other day on Facebook. They are Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights.
So pretty.
Jane Eyre and Pride and Prejudice. And if you buy right now, if you buy 2 of them, you get the 3rd one for free. They're $85, but
oh my goodness, they're beautiful.
They're I sent them to my roommate going, this looks like your aesthetic. I know you'll never read them, but this is your aesthetic.
I mean, Wuthering Heights is coming out with a new movie.
Yes, and me and her are going to go see it. It looks amazing. I've never read the classic, but I want to see the movie because it's Margot
You've never
Robbie.
read Wuthering Heights?
I haven't read Wuthering Heights either.
I haven't read it either.
Okay, what?
I'm limited on classics, on what I've actually completed.
I thought I was limited on classics.
I don't really read classics.
I've read one Jane Austen.
I'm actually more shocked by Jackie, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Listen.
Listen.
I am younger and have lived less life, so I've had less time to. That is my excuse.
I am hoping to read a few classics this year.
I don't actually like Wuthering Heights, so.
No, I had a friend who read it recently and was like, don't read this one. Now they're reading Jane Eyre and they'd be like,
I mean, Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights like the start of dark romance?
Jane Eyre is, I actually liked that one much more, but there is like a huge chunk of it that I'm like, this part sucks. Let's just get rid of this part. And actually there's a couple chunks. I feel like it's divided in almost like 4 different things happening. And like part 1 and part 3 can just go. And I'm not saying that the others aren't like problematic and have their issues, but I was just much more invested and intrigued in those parts. But like the 3rd chunk, I was so close to just stopping reading because I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I hate this so much.
See, when it comes to classics, those haven't been the ones that I've ever been really that drawn to. Like, I'm not the biggest, like, I'll watch the Jane Austen movies, but like reading those type of classics aren't really for me.
That's
but
fair.
my favorite being Emma, I felt like I had to read it because I'm a huge Gwyneth Paltrow version of Emma, but I'm also a huge Clueless fan.
Oh, I love Clueless so much.
So I wanted to read the source material. I'm sorry, why do we have 10-page, one singular paragraph of this one annoying woman talking about every single person in this town? It would have gotten a 5-star if it wasn't for those 10 pages. That was one singular paragraph.
I've read Mansfield Park, which don't read that. Don't read that.
Oh,
I always say that's like that's the worst Austin in my opinion. Don't read that one. So I've read Pride and Prejudice and Mansfield Park. I'm currently reading Sense and Sensibility. I've read so of the Bronte sisters, the one that I've read is like the lead, one of the lesser. I've read The Tenant of Walthall Hall, which like nobody reads that one. People read Wuthering Heights or Jane Eyre. So I'm like the ones that I have read are usually sometimes like the more obscure ones. I've read Of Mice and Men, hated that. Sorry. Flies, hated that also. Gatsby, I loved.
As an Okie, I read Grapes of Wrath, hate Grapes of Wrath.
But
it takes place in Oklahoma during the Dust Bowl.
Which was the one that you loved, Jackie?
Great Gatsby?
Great Gatsby. You loved Great Gatsby?
Yes.
I hated
Great Gatsby. Love Great Gatsby.
With a passion.
You hate it?
In high school.
I haven't read any classic. The farthest back classic I've even read is the Harry Potter series. Because I consider that kind of like a...
You're modern classics.
Yeah, it'll probably
modern classics, yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I haven't even read Chronicles of Narnia. I haven't read like any of that kind of thing.
I DNF'd that series. I read like the first 3, and then it just got too misogynistic for me. And I was like,
I will agree with that. It gets a little
like, I can't read this more.
That vibe, particularly those written by men.
I also thought Chronicles of Narnia got a little too religious.
It's very, very much Christian allegory.
I mean, I saw the first movie. That's about it.
I really watched the first movie.
My favorite classics are like Wizard of Oz or Frankenstein because
Anne of Green Gables is really good. Misty was mentioning that Anne of Green Gables is one of her favorite.
Wait, I did forget a classic that I have read, Little Woman. I did love Little Woman.
That was classic. Definitely counts.
And I used to read Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Oh, The Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, I used to read the Little House on the Prairie books. A long time ago.
I will say with high school, all the classics they made us read, I think Frankenstein was the only one I actually liked. I Can't Stand Beowulf. Think Beowulf should be stabbed and burned. I preferred Grendel. I preferred Grendel over Beowulf, which is Beowulf, but from the monster's point of view.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
That they forced us to read. Like
Beowulf was rough. Beowulf was rough. Frankenstein is so good, Misty. I recommend Frankenstein. Multiple of us are recommending Frankenstein. I think you might like it.
I might have liked Frankenstein for different reasons, but I related to the monster growing up as a queer kid in Oklahoma.
That's fair.
I related to the monster a lot.
Oklahoma.
But I will also say Oliver Twist. I hate. I did my senior paper over it because I asked my teacher, I was like, oh, we're doing British authors. Can I do the Harry Potter series? Because if I could do the Harry Potter series, you'll have your paper in a week. Like, hands down, here you go. She's like, no, we're not allowed to do series and we can't do modern classics. So how about if you like J.K. Rowling, try Charles Dickens?
Absolutely not.
And she said, my favorite Charles Dickens is Oliver Twist.
Those aren't even close to the what?
Hello.
I was going to say like Ursula Le Guin.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like, I'm sitting there, so I'm reading Oliver Twist. Yes, I got a B on the paper because it was a month late. It's the only reason why I got a B. Did I finish Oliver Twist? No. I literally opened up the book, pointed and went, oh, this quote I can use. Open and went, this quote I'll use, and let's talk about it. I am tired of this, and I went straight to Spark Notes, and I was like, okay, just tell me the rest of it, and then watch the musical and the movie, and I was like, okay, we got this.
I'm looking through my Goodreads to see what other like classics that I've read because I
love the Count of Monte Cristo. I think that's my favorite.
I never read that book, the Monte Cristo book, but I have seen the movie because I saw it in my English class in high school.
So
I need to read that.
there's a couple movies. The most recent one is actually like significantly different than the book. The older one's is quite a bit closer to it, but the newest one is so different. So
they're doing a new Monte Cristo movie. I heard.
What?
I heard they're working on a new Monte Cristo movie.
Really? Yeah. That'd be cool. I'd watch that. I love that book.
I'm also I've read some of H.P. Lovecraft. Love that. I'm also big into Shakespeare. Like, I'm the odd one. My favorite Shakespeare play is The Tempest.
Oh,
interesting.
Followed by Macbeth, but it's The Tempest. Is always
pretty good.
My favorite. My least favorite is Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah.
Only because I read it in 8th grade in Arkansas. When we moved back the second half of 8th grade to Blanchard, we read it. When 9th grade we moved to Dibble, my acting class decided to read it and analyze it. The first semester. The second semester, my English class decided to read it and analyze it. And then when I moved to Norman, 10th grade, they decided to read it and analyze it. And I was like, do I have to listen to this stupid freaking play one more time? I swear to God. When 10th grade, I was like, can I just go ahead and take the test? She's like, why? I could tell you now I'm going to pass it. I was like, and if I get 100, can I read a different Shakespeare play? And you make a test for that one? She's like, only if you get 100. She handed it to me. 5 minutes later, I handed it back. She graded it right there in front of everybody. And she's like, all right, what play do you want to read? I was like, can I do Macbeth? Because I don't think I've read that one yet. I guess you can. I can't do Romeo and Juliet anymore. No.
I want to read some of the histories of Shakespeare because I like historical, and I think those would be interesting for me, like Richard III. And
yes, those are good.
What about Les Miserables? Because I love the movie, like the Anne Hathaway version, but I've never read the book. So if you ever read it,
I want to read it. But
if you want to know if it's worth it, Gavin just posted a video that was the last book he finished last year, where he read it all in 1 week.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Because he added it to his 25 to read in 2025, and he knows he wasn't going to finish the 25 in 2025. So his first video of the year is usually wrapping that up. And he already had like 6 other books, and he's like, I'm not doing Les Mis in that video as well. So we are doing a video and finishing it this week.
Right.
And now it's his favorite.
Monte Cristo in like less than a week.
And now it's his favorite classic.
Yeah, I heard there's going to be like a bunch of classics getting new movies and stuff like that. So we'll see which ones. I mean, I'm kind of sort of interested in the Picture of Dorian Gray, only because one of my most anticipated releases of this year is Every Exquisite Thing by Laura Steven, and it's supposed to be like a sapphic retelling of Dorian Gray.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I do want to read Dorian Gray too. That's I'm currently reading The Inferno, so.
Dante's Inferno. I love Dante's Inferno.
Oh, good.
Like, I've been debating about wanting to reread that because I haven't read that since 9th grade.
Yeah, and I'm only reading The Inferno, so
I want to reread all 3.
I would like to at some point, but
And I want to reread the Odyssey and the Iliad because it's been since 9th, 10th grade since I've read. And the main one I want to try to tackle this year, which I'm scared to say out loud because if I say it out loud, I won't do it, but I'm going to go ahead, and that is Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I've read a little bit of Sherlock Holmes. I read it.
I remember in one of Stephanie's videos, she talked about Sherlock Holmes.
I found
one of her like mini readathons
on Audible, one of the free audiobooks. It's The Complete Works, and I own The Complete Works, and it's read by Stephen Fry.
Oh,
reads the whole thing.
That's
I do like
That's
Stephen
really
Fry.
cool.
Where is it?
I do like him too.
Actually,
So I'm
he was
like,
in the Celebrity Traders, wasn't he?
yes.
The one from the UK.
No,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. He was one of the ones that didn't he get like out like really early too?
I feel like the nice people always do.
Yeah.
They're just not the people who
I'm
aren't
not
I
good
always-
for it.
I always
dating
root
or
for the
dating
traders,
away,
though.
right? They're just like, you're just a good person. Like if you go out early, don't take like it happens a lot of times. People are just not good at gameplay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
one of my favorite shows. So
it's a 71-hour audiobook though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
dang.
But I planned on doing like one book at a time. Like they
Yeah.
have it sectioned off.
Hmm.
And I was gonna read other things in between, but
Yeah.
probably vlog just the Sherlock Holmes parts.
Be interesting.
I was just gonna say, if anyone is unaware and has Libro FM, that today is their like Friends of Fantasy Day, so they have a few free audiobooks up for grabs. You can take a look, see if there's anything that's interesting for you. Just giving the plug just in case anyone is interested.
In case.
I
They
mean,
had like a romance day recently too, where they had some romance.
I don't listen to very many books. I try to do at least one audio a month, but I read mostly physically or on my Kindle.
Which I'm
I
still
don't
trying to figure out
listen
how
to a
you
lot of audio.
completed as much as you did reading just physically too.
Yeah, that was all on my Kindle and physically.
You do
Listen,
very fast physically.
I do a lot of immersion reading.
And I
really
comprehend everything too.
I do a lot of audio.
Me too, because I just, well, sometimes I'm just so tired. I'm like, I don't even want to like look at my eyes want to close. I can listen and I can comprehend, but my eyes can't be open right now.
I work with
I haven't
numbers all
slept much
day.
this month.
I work with numbers and math all day, so a lot of times having the audiobook helps me stay focused to like I am tired of looking at these numbers, but I need the audios for me to do my job.
That's fair. It's
Right.
like stay focused because you're like
Mhm.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go through
This-
some of.
There's a lot of audio
Yeah,
immersion.
she has a
reading.
lot of stuff. She's read Pride and
I'm
Prejudice
like reading
recently.
hers over here as we go.
The
I hope
only
I
other
won't-
awesome book she's read so far is Persuasion.
Yeah.
But didn't Austin do Pride and Prejudice too?
Yeah,
Pride, Prejudice, Persuasion.
that's why she said the only other
Slowly.
Austin book she's read.
Yeah, so
She read Pride and
Oh,
Prejudice
okay.
and
She's
Persuasion.
read, Pride and Prejudice and Persuasion.
Yeah.
Ju-
She didn't care for The Great Gatsby. That one I am interested in checking out at some point, just because I like to read retellings based off of classics. I just don't really read the classics. Like
Batman.
I have this book called Beautiful Villain by Rebecca Kenny. I believe is like a modern retelling of The Great Gatsby.
Mm-hmm.
And I do really want to read it. It's on my shelf. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I do want to see the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I just haven't done it yet.
I liked it. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit different from
It
the book.
is.
I like the book, but I know that I'm like an odd one out for it. Like a lot of people don't care for The Great Gatsby. I just care about like the fact that okay, they're living in the 20s and it's supposed to be all sparkly and shiny. And it's the conversation, the dialogue of like what was happening in that time period. Again, I
Right.
like historical stuff, so that's like
I like the musical.
Yeah.
The music for the musical for Great Gatsby is amazing. I've heard the
I would watch
soundtrack.
I
I
would
mean,
watch
you
that.
love Hamilton.
well,
Hamilton's one
yes,
of your
it's-
favorites.
You make it a Broadway musical, I'm probably gonna love it. Listen, it's a musical. Unless
Wicked.
unless it's Phantom of the Opera, and then that's a totally other different issue. I have issues with that one.
I saw Moulin Rouge. I think that was my last one that I saw in back when I used to live in like Orlando area, and I saw it at the theater there. It was really good, really really good.
I've only seen 2 musicals live, and neither one were a professional cast. So
That's fair.
yes, I do.
Maybe that's the end of this
I have
question.
issues, especially with the movie version. I hate who they casted as Christine. I can't stand her voice. Like her singing voice for that role. But you take Sierra Bogaris from Broadway, put her in Christine, she sounded amazing. But I didn't like who was her Phantom.
I've never seen it.
I have not found a Phantom and a Christine that I like
Together.
together outside of the Australian cast that did Love Never Dies, which is the sequel to Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
A
Where you-
sequel? That does not need a sequel.
10 years later, when you find out Christine has a 10-year-old and it's the Phantoms, not her husband, Raul.
No. Nope, we will not be doing that.
That's kind of funny.
It's actually really good. It's actually better than the first one, in my personal opinion.
Missy says her favorites are Anne of Green Gables and Little Woman. I did really like Little Woman, and I've seen the movie too. I've seen both movies, the original and the one with Emma Watson. I've seen both.
Like the Greta Gerwig one, yeah.
She also didn't like Dracula.
Oof. I want to read that one this year, so we'll see how that goes.
I've tried it back in high
I
school.
actually
and didn't
saw
like it.
Dracula on stage. It was interesting. She has a lot of audio immersion reading.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like what if I'm listening to an audio, sometimes I'll pick up the physical book, but I'm like,
right.
So, question: do we want to start wrapping up?
Yeah, like, we're about to in a second. This is last comment. She saw the Phantom of the Opera movie for the first time in her high school choir class and loved
I
it.
love it. I absolutely love the movie.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I just haven't
like
seen it yet.
I like Minnie Driver in it. She was amazing in it. It's just I don't like what's her name as Christine.
oh,
What's her name from Shameless?
Oh,
Olivia Pope. I mean, Kerry Washington.
No.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Scandal. Never mind.
I know who it is. I see her like curly hair in my mind.
Emma Rossum.
Yes, Emma
Yes.
Rossum.
Emmy Rossum.
I mean, she sounds pretty. It's just to me, I don't picture Christine with her voice.
Oh,
Right.
I love it.
I need someone more like Sierra Bogaris.
She was like, I think she was chosen by Andrew Lloyd Webber, though.
She was, and that's why that's the only like forgiving I'll give.
And Missy said it was her introduction to musicals. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love musicals. Well,
Mine
we can
was
do a
Into
whole
the
nother
Woods.
chat about that
Mine was
at
Into
some
the
point.
Woods. But the Broadway production that was on television on PBS with Bernadette Peters as the witch.
Interesting.
That in Oklahoma with Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Well, I guess we're definitely done talking about Darker Shade of Magic, so that was
I
fun.
hope y'all join us next month on Stephanie's channel
Yay!
on the
Gather the Shadows.
On the 22nd.
We're doing sprints on February 15th. We haven't decided on a time yet for the sprints, but we will. I will update the Fiction Falls Instagram once we have that settled. But we are doing sprints on the 15th on Steph's channel, and we're doing the live show on Steph's channel on the 22nd.
Do we want to do it on the 22nd, or do we want to do like March 1st to give people the full month to do it? What do we think? I'm fine either way. I just want to like make sure we're.
What day is March 1st?
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. It's
Sunday?
gonna be a Sunday.
Yeah. That's the day after my birthday.
I'm fine with doing March 1st.
Okay.
So we would just have 3 lives in March.
No, we have 2.
No,
Oh yeah, we would have 3 lives in March.
Yeah, because
I mean, like, if we don't. I just feel like
Clint's gonna host in March.
it's short already.
I am.
February is a short month.
So we'd really only have like 3 weeks to read it, which is fine with me, but I know that like some people like to do.
We can do March 1st.
Yeah. Some people like to do the full month so they have that extra time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll put it on my calendar for March 1st at 2 p.m.
I will update the Fiction Falls Instagram with all the dates and times so that way everybody knows exactly when we're doing it.
And we'll probably
we're
go
just
ahead
narrow
and
down the times, and I will post it so everybody knows. So make sure you follow the Fiction Falls Instagram. I will link it after the live is over and uploaded to my channel. So that way everybody could go access that. And it's very easy to find. So it's if you don't have Instagram, but you want to follow along and with everything, you could also I will link our Discord for Fiction Falls down below as well. So, because I also put updates in there for those that don't remember and you want to be sure of it. If you're don't if you don't have a way of doing Discord for whatever reason, let me know. I will find a way to contact you so I could remind you if you need it. But for the most part, it's usually in the Discord or the Instagram. So that's usually the best places to follow. So if you don't have one or the other, just let me know. But that's where I keep all the updates for whatever we're doing, like sprints or live show, all that good stuff. But I do want to thank everybody for doing this with us. I mean, this was a great discussion for our first month, and I can't wait to see what we all think of the second book in February.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you there.
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
It'll be a gathering of shadows.
I'm excited.
So I'm excited to see how it continues. I'm hoping my rating will go up throughout the series.
And if this goes up, we may poll you guys and see if we might want to do more. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll continue doing like a VE Schwab-along. That'd be kind of fun.
We'll be
So I know
schwabbling
Jackie
down
hasn't
here.
read some of her backlists.
I haven't read most of her books, actually. I'd only read the Addie LaRue before reading Darker Shade of Magic.
Oh, okay.
I mean, before this,
so
I've
maybe
only
at some
read 3.
point we'll do something. We'll keep people updated. Make sure you follow everybody's channels. I'll link everybody down below. Clint, Steph, and Jackie. Everybody will be down there. So thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate everybody being here and discussing the book. It was so much fun, even though we did veer off into other topics, which happens a lot with me and Clint. So happens
Hey,
all
we'll
the
be
time.
on Steph's channel next month, so maybe we'll stay on topic better.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure Steph will keep us at task.
I can be organized if I need to.
I can foresee Steph having like a very like not super rigid, but having like a very like okay, let's do this first and next this and
yeah, because
let's get through this. And then
we are
talk.
very good at like moving into different topics as we go.
ADHD,
if someone
the
keeps us on
shiny
task, that
squirrel.
would be definitely help.
It's the
But
shiny squirrel.
Do it.
Right. But thank you all for being here, and we hope to see you in our sprints in February, and then the live show March 1st. I will make sure everything is updated. So make sure you follow along so you know when everything's going to happen. If you need any, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us. We're always here to help if you need it. So I hope you all had a great time with us. I hope you give us a huge thumbs up for our discussion today. And make sure you smash the subscribe button down below for all more bookish content from me. And make sure you follow the others so you can watch their bookish content. So thank you all for being here. We will see you all next time.
And in the broadcast.
Bye, everyone.
In the broadcast.